So welcome, konnichiwa, on a week where I said effing live on the radio with a microphone open. Thank God the microphone was the other side of the studio and we had music playing. Honestly, I cried. I cried when I realised Will had to give me a hug. I also dropped an S-bomb but managed to turn it into...
Shoot.
Well, no, I didn't. I just said shoot 3 times after it. And of course, you all heard... Jordan, the sensible one, dropping. Where is it? I'm just want to find the. Let me just find the audio. Let's just play it. It's just a man reading out the weather. Here we go. If I play this, have a listen to this. Just a man reading out the weather. I love this clip. Here we go.
Heavy showers are expected across the county this morning and feeling chilly with heavy showers are expected across the county this morning. Heavy showers are expected across the county this morning. Heavy showers are expected across the county this morning. Heavy showers are expected across the county this morning.
There we go. What a week it's been on Jack FM. My sister heard the incident, but not the F-bomb. This was the thing. We went straight to Discord. Did you hear that? They said, yeah, we heard it. The microphones are open. I said, no, did you hear the word? They said, we couldn't make out what you were saying. We could just hear muttering. So got away from it. Managed to survive. I was in tears. What a show. What a week. What a day. My boys have finally got their hoodies. Do you know why, Catherine?
Because you have a blue tick.
Because I have a blue tick and I got 20 quid back. Bought my son... Struggling with Christmas presents for the boys. So for the eldest, don't tell him. I bought him a decent acoustic guitar. Went to the guitar shop in Aylesbury. Bought him a decent one, right? Not one of the cheap ones not cheap second-hand one in the window. Not a super duper expensive. A decent one. And then of course I bought a case and a tuner, and it clocked it up, and it was like, oh, blimey. But then guess what? I got exactly the same amount paid into my bank account today from my YouTube channel. Exactly the same amount. Isn't that weird? I don't make money from YouTube. I had about 2 months where I made quite a bit of money because of the Belfield videos. They attracted a lot of attention, and I made money, and it was nice because I'd never made money from YouTube before, and it's died down. I think I've got my last payment this month, and it was exactly what I'd spent on that guitar, case, and tuner. Isn't that funny?
That is a coincidence,
isn't it? I'm so lucky. I am so lucky. John says the call from Japan was awesome this morning on Jack FM. Nina, yeah, her dad is a games journalist.
Ah, okay.
I don't think he's in game design. I know he's a game journalist. And I've had some dealings with him in the past. He's been on the Computer Game Show. Very nice guy. And hopefully meeting up with him when we go to Japan in July. I've got some very exciting news. I'm going to show you. I don't know if I don't quite know how I'm going to do this.
Welcome to the Random Show.
Okay, so what I've got here, Catherine, is...
Yes.
Oh, there we go. You don't want to see those guys. I've got a BB... Oh, hang on a minute. Hello, Catty, which I can never tell your cats.
That's Yoshi. I mean, look at him. He's like a lion. Is it?
I'll make it bigger.
Bigger still.
You know it. Hang on, I've got to click on that. Which one do I click on? There we go. So this is... Oh, balls. This is going to... Oh, balls.
More balls? That's too many balls.
This is going to be Friday's show. I got every single bit. We're not going to play Granny's Garden. We're going to leave that for the Computer Game Show, guys.
Okay.
I've got every single BBC and Spectrum computer game that was ever made. Now, I don't know if they all work. Do you know any other BBC computer games, Catherine?
I'm just looking. Was there one called Dragon something? What was that?
There's Dragon's Rider, Dragon Quest, Dragon's Tooth.
It might have been Dragon Quest. That rings a bell.
Well, let's have a little... Oh, now here's the problem, is it comes over on this screen. So I need to... Oh, jeez. You can't see any of this. Hang on. Oh, I'm buggered now. Well, on my screen, I've got Dragon Quest, but I don't know how... How would I... Oh, I can't see the chat, so if you tell me what to do, I don't know what to do. I can't make it smaller, and I can't make it appear on the right screen. Hang on. Run this, load this, so...
Oh.
Oh, hang on. If I do this...
What happened there?
If I tick that, no, it won't let me do that.
Is it plugged
If
in
I
again?
do that, it won't let me do that. It won't let me. I will find a way. Basically, oh, hang on. This might be it. Hang on. Hang on. I can't find a way of making it. I've got Dragon Quest in front of me now, and I can. It's playing, but I've got no way of transferring it to that screen where the viewer can see it. I'll have to work it out, and I'll work that out. But Friday's show, because it's England football game, Kath. No one's going to come and join us. So
All the best people will.
We're going to play BBC and Spectrum games. Oh, I just wish there was a way I could AMX view. Hang on. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. Here it is. I've buggered it. I can view window size. There we go. There it is. We got it. We got it. So, warrior. What do you want to be? Warrior or magician?
Magician.
Okay. You may wish to buy equipment. We'll buy a protect spell.
Yeah. Sleep spell.
We have sleep spell 3. Okay, so we've got 40 gold pieces left. We'll buy. Let's buy chainmail. So like that. Right. And then I can't quite see what we. Magicians are not able to use that. Fuck off.
Why? I thought we were magic.
Magicians are not able to. Right. Well, that'll do. Are you ready? Yes.
Yes.
You're in a narrow entrance. There is nothing. We're doing it now. You're in a narrow entrance. There is nothing there.
What next?
Go
forwards.
Oh, hang on. Go east. It's always like east. There is nothing here. Look. You're in a narrow. Go entrance. You've always got to work out what the. Go. Move. Move where? Entrance.
Forward.
You are in a pungent passageway. Catholic name at school. There is nothing in the. This is a particularly shit one we've chosen. But
this may be the reason I've remembered it.
But so Friday show when Catherine's here, we won't do it now. We're going to play some BBC and some Spectrum games because the football's on. And I know a lot of you aren't football people. Yes, Luke, I'm going to go to Nintendo World in Japan. I know a lot of you aren't football people, but we thought we'd do a little bit of this. I was playing Bruce Lee earlier on. Playing bloody Bruce Lee.
You heard this latest thing that apparently he drank too much water?
Is that how he died?
Apparently so, yeah.
You know, he liked cocaine, LSD, marijuana.
But still, it was the water what done it.
It was the water what done it. Here's what I was. Let me show you what I was playing earlier on. We're going to start the show in a minute, but Bruce Forsyth, play your cards right. Oh, that's tomorrow, Catherine.
Tomorrow? No, Friday.
Sorry, thank you. That is Friday. Hang on a minute. View, window sizes. We want that. Hang on a minute. Hold the line. Why is this such a piece of shit? What you can't see is it's loading up as well. Window sizes. Let's go for that. Here we go. We'll work out how to make it bigger and stuff. Hang on. Zoom screen. Share screen.
Could whoever is ripping at my furniture stop it? You! Stop it!
No, that's the wrong one. Window sizes, let's try that one. There we go. So, this is what I was playing. Absolute. Oh, you can't hear it, can you?
No. What am I missing?
Share sound. You're missing Bruce Lee. Here we go. What are the keys? Right. Oh, hang on. I'll click on it. There we go. Bruce Lee. So it loads up.
Yep.
It loads up super fast. Now, back in the day, this was amazing graphics.
Okay.
This was amazing graphics. The title screen was always amazing. Then you get to the game. I used to flipping love this Bruce Lee game so much. Hang on, someone's telling me. Half and halving. Oh, okay. I do look like a Jedi Knight. Thank you very much indeed. Hang on, let's wait for Bruce Lee.
Oh, that's very generous.
Here we go. Bruce Lee.
What's that?
That's like some weird Japanese
Hippo.
place. Oh, hang on, why can I?
Oh, I can see lanterns. Right, I can see what that's supposed
There's
to
Bruce
be.
Lee.
Yeah.
There's a good
What's
old
that?
pig.
A hippo pig thing?
Oh, right. That's the green Yamo. Now he fights. So you got to collect all these. He fights.
Just kicked him in the face.
Who does he fight?
Why is Bruce Lee purple?
Well, he fights like sumo guys, and this guy called the Green Yamo. Now he never fought sumo guys or anything called a Green Yamo in any. Oh, I'm gonna die. In any of the Bruce Lee movies.
Yeah.
Imagine that his family licensed this shit.
And why is he magenta with yellow hair? And what is that thing, though? What is that rabbit pig?
God, that's a water buffalo.
No, it isn't.
The white one?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a water buffalo, mate.
How
Obviously.
you worked that one out? And what's the four-handed cat?
Oh shit. I don't quite know. Is that like the wavy cat in the restaurants?
I don't know.
Hang on, let me just clear this. Let me just show you how good I am by clearing this level.
I like those little feet. Little tap shoes.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, here comes Bruce. I can hear him.
Tappity tappity tap.
So just cleared this level. Look at this. And
Then
then
you have
after. Go on.
Then do you not have to bash that green cat thing?
No, you go through this door's open. And then it gets ridiculously hard. Oh, this bit's easy. But then after this, it gets. Oh, fuck off, Green Yamo. Oh, I'm gonna die. Time to go home, and that's that. And
Wow.
I know it really is, isn't it?
It's literally seconds of fun.
It really is utter shit. We have got every single Spectrum game and every single BBC game. Friday night show while the world is playing football. We're going to be playing some video games.
Do you know what I used to love on the Spectrum?
Go on.
Show jumping.
We'll play it.
Yes.
You
I
could-
used to be wicked at it.
You know what we're going to play, Catherine?
Go on.
Garfield.
Don't know what you're supposed to do. You just walk around.
I played it about a year ago after you'd said that. Catherine's got beef with Garfield.
Wasted
And
my time.
it really, there really is. I couldn't work out what you're supposed to do.
No. I think at one point you can eat lasagna, but and I think that's it. You can go outside. I also would like to play Paperboy.
Oh, I used to love paper. In the arcade, you had a bicycle steering wheel. So Friday night, have you got Sam Fox strip poker? Yes, we have, Joe. Yes, we have. We'll do that. We'll do that after 10 when it gets dark.
Those lovely
on Friday.
pixelated bosoms.
So, big show tonight. Big show tonight. Thank you, everyone, for watching. By the way, I should also say thank you to the people listening to this. We never really acknowledge the podcasters. And I'm aware it's a little bit visual at times, but thank you very, very much for listening. I want to play a little bit of Alan Bezic. That I heard on Saturday. Bit boring the last couple of weeks because he's not had any calls.
Oh, why?
I think people are bored of him.
What?
When Connor stands in for him, I don't really listen. Connor's not my cup of tea. But what I don't do, Catherine,
Is ring Connor and tell him he's shit.
Yeah, or tweet him. It's not my cup of tea. So I listen to a bit, and when I get a bit bored, I switch off. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Because here's the thing, Connor isn't shit. He's just not what you're used
It's
to.
just not what I'm used to. But I think Bezik's days are over. He's just not getting calls. Same here. Oh, I've come to a realisation about the Jack FM show.
Come
Hit
on.
me today. Stop treating it like it's a phone-in.
Yeah, you're
I've been
just
treating it
keeping
like a
people.
phone-in and doing phone-in topics. Well, there's no
Yeah.
point. People
You
aren't
just-
phoning in. Some
No.
of you call in, and that's great. But it's clearly not a phone-in show.
It's-
Whether that's the small audience, which I suspect it is, or whatever.
It's also a really busy time in the morning, right?
Yep.
So people got extra demands on their time.
Well,
Ba-
we went with 3 counties. We got a lot of calls because we had a lot of listeners.
Yeah, and a lot of them really loved to moan, but we were giving them things to moan about.
We did know. I think we did a lot of fun stuff.
We did
as well.
some fun stuff as well. I was being
Luke's here.
facetious.
Luke's normally a podcaster. Welcome. So I'm going to stop treating it as a phone-in show.
Yeah.
It just hit me today in the car. I've been kind of coming to it a little bit by saying I'm not going to give out the phone number. I will give out the phone number. I'm not going to give out phone-in topics. We'll just do it, the 3 of us. Anyway, this was on Alan Bezic on Saturday night. Enjoy.
Council had to look after the properties had to be from the rents.
Yeah.
So, and that's where lots of people thought it started to go wrong. But what happened in Rochdale
Not this,
is
because we're going to go to this.
ghastly,
It comes to
and we
Shafiq.
hope
We go to
it never
Shafiq.
happens again. Let's be honest.
What do you think Shafiq's going to do, Catherine? Why have I chosen this Shafiq call out of all of them to play to you?
Is he going to do a word salad and then in the salad you pick out a couple of croutons and
Okay.
they are offensive?
Okay, so that's what he normally does. I'll give you a clue. He is not going to do anything that he normally. What would be the complete opposite of what you'd expect from a Shafiq call, apart from
Is he-
sense, obviously?
Is he going to sing?
Catherine, is he what? Sorry,
Is he going to sing?
let's find
There's
out.
a reasonable chance.
That's not happening.
Well, doctors will, some people might say, none. But yeah, it was diabolical, Tony. Good to hear from you, mate. 0800 218 2255. How do Shafiq?
Good evening, Alan. How are you, friend?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, can I sing a song? Full line.
Will we hear it?
Can I start?
Will we
Is he going to
understand?
sing? All right, let me have a guess at what song he's going to sing. Is he going to sing WAP featuring Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion?
Will we understand? Will it be in English?
Or is it that one about Daddy's gone to the body shop?
I love you, baby.
No, I don't want to hear.
I love
I've
you,
had enough of
baby.
that. Thanks very much.
I love
Goodbye.
you, baby.
Goodbye.
Yeah, can I sing a song? Full line.
Will we hear it?
Can I
Will
start?
we understand? Will we understand? Will it be in English?
I love you, baby.
No, I don't want to hear.
I love
I've
you,
had enough of
baby.
that. Thanks very much.
I love
Goodbye.
you, baby.
Goodbye.
Gosh.
Catherine, there's something I've been wanting to say to you for ages. Oh, I love you, baby.
No, thank you. I don't want to hear it. No, thank you.
There
No,
was
thank
once a call because I wondered if that because there's a fake Shafiq,
you. Yes.
really good impersonator who phoned up once and went, "I won't do the voice."
But
Alan,
he did.
He did the voice. Alan, I'm in London. I'm in the queue for the nightclub Heaven. I'm outside Heaven. David, you just missed Shafiq. Here we go again.
Yeah, can I sing a song? Full line.
Will we hear it?
Can I start?
Will we understand? Will we understand? Will it be in English?
I love you, baby.
No, I don't want to hear.
I love you,
I've had enough of
baby.
that. Thanks very much.
I love
Goodbye.
you, baby.
David, you've also missed us playing Bruce Lee, the BBC micro game. I have now got in my collection, happy to send it to you if you want it, every single BBC micro game and every single Spectrum game on this computer. Friday night, we will be playing Bruce Forsyth's Play Your Cards Right on the BBC. We're going to be playing Garfield on the Spectrum and what was it, horse riding?
It will be no show jumping.
Show jumping. That's Friday. Now, David, of course, will be watching the football because he's a football man.
Yeah.
Now, I retweeted a video the other day without watching all of it.
Oh no.
You got to watch when you retweet a video. I'm out of focus. When you retweet a video, you've got to watch all of it. Otherwise, you can come a cropper.
Did you come a cropper?
Well, so I watched it tonight. I came a cropper. Can I show you something? It's we got into our Japanese Beatles.
Yes.
Well, this is a group called The Beat Rush, right? And they popped up. I don't know why they popped up on my Twitter feed, but, you know, a Japanese band like this pops up on my Twitter feed, then God damn it, I'm going to have some of it. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
We don't want you.
No.
You can see the Japanese writing, right?
Yes.
This is, for those who know, Dave Dogface is here. For those who know the beginning of the Hey Jude video, right? So first of all, I saw the beginning. I thought, oh, this is so good, I'm going to retweet it, right? So the beginning, this is so spot on the beginning of the Hey Jude video. It's a little bit niche, but for those who've seen it, have some of this. Japanese writing. Here we go. But so there's several things. First thing is the beginning of this video is hilarious if you know the video. The singing is amazing. That's not the thing. So this guy's pretending to be David Frost, right?
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
This is what the Beatles do at the beginning of the Hey Jude video.
Magnificent. A perfect rendition. Ladies and gentlemen, there you see the greatest team of orchestra in the world. It's my pleasure to introduce now in the...
Look how bored George looks, right? Something amazing happens in this video.
First
Dave says, best David Frost impression by a Japanese man ever. Okay.
live appearance for goodness knows how long in front of the audience. The Beat Rush.
This is exactly what they do in the video. Here we go. Now look at this. This is great.
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
By the way, I'm growing my hair like that.
Okay.
Now we can't play much of this because it's so good. We're going to get the copyright. Okay? So a little bit. Remember to let her into your heart. Then you can start to make it better.
Hey Jude, don't be
So good. It's so good. Right, but we can't play the audio. So then what they do, when they get to, they do the whole thing. Then they get to the na-na-na-nas, right? Let's just jump to the na. Okay, they're going to jump to the na-na-na-nas, right? Something amazing happened. I was in tears. I've had quite an emotional day. I got shamed at a football match. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm also coming up on the bipolar, so I'm a little bit all over the place. So I was watching this. It's the Beatles, it's Japan. Kids get involved. I'm in tears. And then something amazing happened, right? Here we go. So we get to the na-na-na-nas, and this is what they do. Oh. First of all, they're so good, right? They are so good. They're so good. Here we go. Now they cut to loads of other people doing it. It's beautiful. So they just cut to all of their fans have filmed this little na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na bit, right? There's Yoko. Look, that's her name. I'm not being racist. That's actually her name. Don't know her name. It's written in Japanese writing, and I'm not so hot on it, okay? But you're watching it. This had me in tears. These little kids, I was in pieces at this. This guy looks like John Harris. John, please don't be offended, but that's who I thought of when he popped up. This guy with his sex bot. The guy with the sex bot had me. This still isn't the thing, Catherine. This still isn't the thing that's going to blow your freaking mind, okay? I promise you. John says, well, I never. It's so lovely. All these bands, right? All these singers, these bands, these fans, they're all just joining in. There's Omizu having the time of his life with the balloon and the glasses and all of that. There's Tajdo Kasano. Looks absolutely wrecked. Well done, Tajdo. Good work. Fantastic. Oh, there's a little baby, and they're following her doing a baby dance in a car park somewhere. which is wonderful. Na 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 na, which is great in Japanese. We love it. We love it on a vending machine. Something we associate. Here's a lovely family just having it. She's got some shakers. She's not playing the ukulele. There's a kid you can't see with a tambourine. It's Kaswi! Look, he's doing a great McCartney with the stubble and everything. Oh my God, I'm loving it. It's the Strawberry Twins with friends singing it. I'm loving this. I'm so excited. It's the Strawberry Twins. It's Yuichiro S. You know, that's fine. We can ignore that. But he still looks great. More na-na-nas there from another Japanese name. We don't know the name, but they're wearing a mask, and I'm loving it. It's Marie Shimanon and Mammy and Friends. Look at that by a picture of Abbey Road. It's Are You playing a Paul McCartney Hofner bass. Listen to it. She's loving it. It's Watco!
What?
It's Watco! You weren't expecting that, were you?
No, the way you were building up, I thought it was going to be Farage, but this is even better.
It's our friend Watco! And I'm watching this, I'm in tears because I'm a bit emotional. And then I just screamed exactly as I screamed then. Yes, exactly, it's Watco. So I phoned him up, I said, Watco, what the hell is going on? He said, oh yeah, they're Beat Rush, they're my favourite Japanese Beatles band. I've done quite a bit of stuff with. Wow. I didn't know this. He pops up in it. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It totally blew my mind. For those who don't know, Watco is a friend of the show. He's a good friend of mine. We did some podcasts together years ago. He's a radio presenter, one of the best, and I kind of nick a lot of... The zombie idea, we nicked from Watco, if you ever heard that show on Talk Radio. And he popped up in this video. That's insane, right?
Yeah.
I was so not expecting that.
Who gave that man permission to surprises like that?
I've got a Watco t-shirt. And he, honestly, that absolutely... made my day. And I phoned him. I said, Jesus, man, you kept that secret. He said, they're my favourite Japanese Beatles band, the Beat Rush. So that was a real highlight of the day today, seeing it. And it goes on, and it's 12 minutes, and it goes on, and then there's kids doing it. There's some American kids. You get to some Japanese kids doing it. Then there's a lovely little montage wall of people, and it's absolutely blown my mind. This, and I think you can see Watco again. There he is. It's just I was blown away by that. So
that's
there we
great.
go.
That's so great.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that absolutely lovely? What a delightful... I've got to stop sharing the screen. I'm totally out of focus here. Oh, took a picture. Took a photograph. So that was that. And it was wonderful. I was absolutely thrilled. How are you doing today, Catherine?
I just put my foot on the chair that's next to me. I'm at the dining table. I put a foot on the chair that's to my right here. And as I did so, a little claw grabbed hold of it. Who's this? Who's here?
Oh, do you know what? When you sat there, I've always thought you were in your bedroom for some reason.
Here?
Yeah. Do you do it from there all the time?
The flowery cones in my bedroom. No, the flowery cones are in my bedroom. This is at the end of the living room.
Right. Gingerbeard Mark says, I've said it before, but the Iain versus Iain show from Talk Radio was brilliant. It was a lot of fun. Here's what we're going to do Friday. We're going to play some BBC and some Specky games, and maybe we'll listen to a few bits of the old Talk Radio and just have some nice reminiscing. Because there was, even though it ended, but we had a good 4 years of some pretty good stuff.
We got away with some outrageous things.
So maybe we'll do that on Friday if we can tempt you away from the football. The boys will be here. They will be watching the football. Which is that. So go on. Sorry. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I got done by school today. I keep getting done by school, but for their own incompetence. And I'm not that mum normally that criticises school. I'm usually the one who is saying to the kids, this is in your interest. I'm going to back up the teachers. And it isn't really necessarily about teachers. This is about admin.
Yep.
So, I don't know if you remember, around Easter time, my eldest was going through some stuff whereby she was at the centre of like this, um, well, a furore about an online gossip site, anonymous gossip site, a TikTok feed that she'd been blamed for. And it went round the school, or went around her year, certainly like wildfire. And she had people approaching her in corridors telling her that she's, a piece of shit. And she didn't feel safe to go to school. She hadn't done it. I have access to her phone. She's also not got it in her. And you know that as well, Iain. She's not that kind of kid. And she was talking about people, apparently, on this gossip site that she doesn't know. She doesn't know all this stuff. I suspect the sort of information that was being put on that site was from people within the popular group, because they knew exactly what buttons to push. Anyway, so this went on for about a month, maybe 6 weeks. And at the peak of it, she was frightened to go to school. And I was having to keep her phone downstairs all the time. She was only looking at it when I was there because it was upsetting her. Every time she looked at the phone, there'd be something else in there. People sharing stuff about her. People she didn't know getting in touch with her to tell her that she was a piece of shit and all this kind of stuff, right? So it just got crazy. And this whole time I was trying to get the school to do something about it and saying she didn't feel safe. And of course, because it's online, they felt like there was a limited amount they could do, right? Thankfully, in the end, her...
because it was online. They know it's 2022, right?
I know.
They work their calendars, right?
They were trying... And at one point, they were trying to convince me that she might have done it. It's like, well... I might have done it. You might have done it. You've looked through her phone. The first I knew of it was they had looked through her phone without telling me. She came home from school and told me what had been going on. They pulled me aside. They looked through my phone. They haven't found anything, but they still don't. They're not convinced I'm not a part of this thing, right? And of course, what the kids in her year saw was her being pulled out of class, and she knew that they'd taken the phone off her. And it was just awful. And I feel that the action that was taken just fueled more gossip, and the teachers could have come in stronger and said, she's got nothing to do with this, right? They chose not to do that for whatever reason. And so it went on for longer than it should have. And I was having to convince her to go back into school. I was having to drive her in and give her a bloody pep talk at the doorway and tell her that she just needs to walk into class, and when she's in class, she's safe. And she was calling me during break times because no one would talk to her, and she was just getting sort of, at one point, getting jostled in the corridor and having people coming up to her, and at one point recording her, trying to get a confession out of her. It got absolutely crazy, and I was really worried about her because the fact that she had nothing to do with it and the fact that there was no evidence to suggest they didn't seem to make any difference. And it was just getting bigger and bigger. And the thing about it was that the kids that got involved, or that involved themselves with her, felt like they were sticking up for what was right. So anyway, thankfully, in the end, her form tutor, I contacted her directly, and the form tutor said that she could like sit with her at lunch times and break times and stuff, and she wouldn't have to sort of wander around aimlessly or find a corner to phone me from. So that kind of, and it subsided after a while. Here's another thing: pastoral care. I got a phone call at one point from the pastoral care woman who said, well, if there's any reassurance, it'll be someone else next week. And I was thinking, that's not reassurance. That's just a kind of acceptance that this is going to happen.
Just for those in the chat, this has passed and this is resolved. The bullying is resolved.
It's resolved.
There is an incident that has come up recently, but so she is fine.
It's resolved. Fine. It was bloody awful.
Yeah.
And I was extremely frustrated by the response, right? And with the exception of her form tutor, I feel like they didn't do anything really to help, and I was left to be that mum who would say, my daughter doesn't feel safe, I'm not going to make her come to school until you sort this out, So anyway, she missed probably over a 2 to 3 week period. She maybe missed in total 4 or 5 days, maybe. She would go in on the Tuesday and then not feel like she could go back until the Friday and stuff. It was just awful. So the other day I picked up my post off the doormat, and there was a letter telling me that her attendance has fallen past the 90% attendance they deem to be allowed, and that they were going to mark her as a persistent absentee, and that they were outlining my duties as a parent to get my daughter to school. It was a standard letter. It was a standard letter, and you know
Was
that
it like
whoever
89.75% or something ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yes. And at the end of the letter, to add insult to injury, it wasn't, this. I'm the guy in charge of absences. Get in touch with me. It was, if you, we would like to support you to make sure that your daughter attends school. Could you please get in touch with her head of year and her form tutor? And I was thinking, well, how about you get in touch with the head of year and form tutor? Because I'm pretty sure that if you had, they would have told you what had been going on. And that's what this dip in attendance is down to. So, I wrote that email and I sat on it for 3 days, and then I moderated it and I sent it. And I said, I completely understand this. I understand the need to communicate with parents. I understand the importance of a child attending school consistently and in a timely manner. However, I feel that your sending of this standard letter reveals a lack of communication internally at the school. And actually, given the circumstances, and I outlined those, I said, this is unnecessary, it's insensitive, and it's inappropriate. And I said, I also would suggest that you moderate the tone of your standard letter, because if I was a parent who was struggling because my child was avoiding going to school, this doesn't really feel like someone who is interested in helping. So I sent that, and I have had no response. And last week I had an email home from one of the teachers saying that my daughter hadn't done her homework. So my response to that, because that came in the morning, was to say, I'm surprised and disappointed. I must find out whether there's something gone, maybe there's a problem. When she came home from school, I asked her about the homework. She'd put it on the teacher's desk rather than sending it in digitally. So the teacher hadn't seen it, possibly. So I wrote an email to the teacher saying, have you found, it should be there. If could let me know if you haven't found it. Silence again. So it feels like at this point, they're very into firing a concerning email off, but not so keen on tying up the loose ends or maybe amending their records. Because the thing about the absence quota is that I wonder, now that the guy in charge of absences doesn't know that there were extraordinary circumstances surrounding her lack of attendance some 4 months ago, is it not written down? And if it's not written down, why wouldn't they do that? And my suspicion, and this is my journalist head, is they don't want to note down that there's been an instance of bullying that's gone on to the point where a kid didn't want to come to school. Meanwhile, she's on some sort of list. And when I picked her up today from school sick, as she went, the receptionist said, yeah, be careful, Stella, because your attendance is right down, isn't it? Oof. So they're insisting I bring her home, but also telling a 14-year-old kid, that they need to watch themselves when it comes to attendance. What the hell?
Wow.
This is, right, my concern is that my daughter gets her education. I couldn't give a shit about them ticking the right box for Ofsted.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm kind of hoping that at some point they will get in touch with me and I will be able to tell them exactly what's been going on.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I've got the emails, there is a paper trail where I've tried to assist them with what on 2 occasions have been, I think, missteps. Let's be generous. But it's really pissing me off. And I'm trying not to show that. But it's pissing me off because I want to back the school up. And I feel like they've let us down. I felt like they let us down over the bullying, and I feel like they're doing it again now. And I am suspicious of their motives. I feel like it's all for show. I feel like there is less concern for safeguarding and more concern for ticking the right box for the inspectors.
Of course there is. That unfortunately is what a huge part of schooling is these days, is Ofsted.
So don't send me your standard email and not expect me to respond to it.
All right, Catherine, I'm sorry. Oh, you're talking about the school one. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It really pissed me off. I did think, oh, you sent this to the wrong woman, and I've got nothing but time at the moment. So that's been going on today. That's been going on.
Sucks, man.
It's all, and you and I both know that it's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
As long as she keeps up with her work, and I will make sure she does, has absolutely no bearing on it, and I don't particularly need her to have. I mean, who tells a 14-year-old to watch their attention? I mean, she's the quietest, most conscientious person.
She's a good kid.
Meanwhile, the kids that bullied her are still there. Probably
tough,
got
this
some nice
stuff,
time
isn't it?
with the pastoral care woman trying to find out what was wrong with them.
What does pastoral mean? I always thought it meant fields.
Yeah, it's pastoral as in, shepherding. Hello, Willow.
Oh, I don't want to see that, Willow, please. Get rid of that.
She thinks the same as I do about it. It's shepherding. So it's people, it's,
61
your welfare outside the classroom.
Okay.
But it would appear to be, oh, well, it's you this week. It'll be someone else next week. Great. Good work, guys.
So Sophie is correct. Nobody will ever ask her what her attendance was at school.
No.
Oh, you had 89.75%. I'm afraid you can't come to this university. We will not accept that. Meanwhile, I was shamed at a school today.
That I find really...
I'm in a really weird... I've had a very low bipolar, and what it means before it rights itself is I'm going to shoot up for a bit. And so I'm kind of going up, but I'm very emotional. But I'm like a puppy at the moment, right, as of today. So I went to see my 10-year-old play football. It was a really posh school, and we had to walk through a field and climb over a stile and walk past some goats. I was having the time of my life. And then there's a teacher there that I really get on with, and I was chatting to him, and I said, "Oh, we should go out for lunch again over Christmas." Oh yeah, that's fine. Then the boys started playing football, and I was, I'm not sport dad, right?
No.
You know I'm not sport dad, but I was cheering on. Come on, whatever the scores. Come on, guys, that's it. Oh, good say. Oh, all of that, right? But
And you weren't the only one, right?
No, there was about a dozen other parents, right, all cheering on their kids. And I'm not going, come on, you, get the, oh, what are you doing? Fuck. I'm not doing any of that. It's all,
No.
Come on, guys, yeah.
And we all know there are parents like that.
Right. They're 10 years old, right? 10 and 11 years old. Anyway, one of the kids kicks the ball and the referee's in the way. It's a teacher from the other school. Referee's in the way, and it bounces off him. And I go, oh, ref! And he starts walking towards me. And I said, oh, my God, am I going to get a yellow card? He said, stop that. I don't like that. We won't have that here. Thinking, fuck. I said, I'm really sorry. It was a joke. Sorry. Really sorry. It was a joke. We won't have that here. Shame. Boom. All the kids are looking at me. My kid's like, what did you do? Because he didn't hear what had happened. He said, what was that? I'm stood there frozen. The teacher that I was getting on with, I said, oh gosh, it looks like we can't make a joke here. I was frozen to the spot with shame. Suddenly I was at school. He was my school teacher, my sports teacher. Suddenly I was all kinds of things, right? Suddenly I was a 50-year-old man who just wanted to be liked, and suddenly everyone was staring at me. Suddenly I'm an ADHD bipolar who's been picked on. All of this stuff was going on. I'm frozen there, shame attack. And I'm thinking, how do I get out of this? Dave said, I was talking to Dave about it, and he said, perhaps that guy was embarrassed that he got hit by the ball. And I did think about that. I did think he maybe felt that was a calling out thing, right? And I just stood there frozen, like this grin, as if to say, it's okay, I'm enjoying the game. And the teacher I was with was embarrassed. One of the mums from our school came over. She's an Italian or a Greek. I couldn't quite tell the accent. And the reason I say that is because she reminds me of the boy's grandmother. And huge generalisation. But both of those women, it's not a generalisation, both those women would be like, oh, God, what an idiot that guy was. And she came over and she went, well, you got told off, didn't you? I said, yep. She goes, oh, you're not allowed to say anything round here, it would appear. I thought, thank God for that.
I do think it was disproportionate, his response.
Yeah, and I'm stood there thinking, fuck. And I'm thinking, discomfort over resentment. I'm thinking, shit, I got to do a step 11 here, step 10 or whatever it is. I've got to go on, I've got to apologise to him. Otherwise, I'm going to walk away angry. He's going to walk away. So we stood and we're watching that. The second half, I managed to get back into it, and I kind of relaxed. And I was doing the Serenity Prayer and all of that shit. And my kid came over and said, what did you do? I said, I made a joke, and it didn't go down very well. And then at the end of the game, I went over and I said, look, I'm really sorry. It was a joke. I get it was inappropriate. I'm so not a sports dad. What I wanted to say was, I'm so not a sport. In fact, I did say I'm so not a sports dad. Au contraire. What I wanted to say was, I think sports is shit.
That might have upset him even more.
If he hadn't have accepted the apology, I would have said, I think sports is shit, really, but there was nothing to apologise for, Harsh.
No.
You're absolutely right.
I would be concerned that sort of person is in charge of teaching kids about having a good time playing sport.
I tell you why I did it. Did it partly to get rid of the shame attack thing, but also partly so my kid would see it.
Yeah.
So that my kid would see it's okay to have a confrontation and to approach the other person in a non-aggressive way.
Well, I think it was very magnanimous, and I think keeping your side of the street is always clear. Is always a good shout.
I did over-apologise, as you know I do.
It strikes me as being that seems to be an extraordinary response from him, and I don't think it was to do with you, really.
Right, stop that. Oh, am I going to get a yellow card? Am I getting a yellow? Right, stop that. No, we won't have that here. We don't like that here. I'm thinking, for fuck's sake. Yes, he was a PE teacher. Also, but I did go and apologise. I over-apologised, which is always a bit embarrassing to me. Oh, he was fine when I apologised. He was fine.
Yeah, because he was enjoying the power.
Yeah, it was
that's the sort of behaviour that gets PE teachers a bad name.
Yeah. I was so ashamed. I was so ashamed.
And
but then I realised the shame was my stuff. That wasn't his stuff, that was my stuff.
Let's remind ourselves that those parents are clients at that school.
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
That's a fucking posh school. Yeah.
Would he have done that to Elton John, for example? He
stopped the match and strode towards me.
I think that's awful.
It was horrendous. Some of the people I was with were horrified. And I was just, did he have a semi when he told you off?
Well, this is the thing, right? It's that power trip.
Yeah. The football bounced off his legs. I went, oh, ref! Obviously a joke. Oh, ref! Stop that! We don't like that here.
Who's we? You. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you got the magic whistle.
I should have whistled louder.
Absolute dickhead.
Have this. I was thinking of I was going to, I went and apologised. But I was thinking, if he doesn't accept it, I've got so many put downs I'm going to use if he did accept it. So, but yeah. I did over. I do this thing when I apologise. I humiliate myself slightly by over apologising. When actually, this was a slight misunderstanding. So going over and saying, I'm sorry about that, it was a misunderstanding. But I went over and kind of did a big thing, which is my thing.
Feels like at best you're dealing with a man with a very fragile ego.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I know referees. They can put up with way more than that. It's not even something you need to put up with. I think that was disproportionate.
It was, yeah, it was.
I forgot to say the reason why I got done at school today is because I'd sent her to school because she was ill yesterday. So I got told that I should have kept her off for 48 hours.
And added to her growing list of bunking off days.
Yeah. Despite the fact I sent them an email yesterday saying, this has happened. I intend to send her in tomorrow, assuming that she's all right for the rest of the day. So they didn't respond to that email either. I just despair. And I'm wondering what the best response for my peace of mind is from now on. Do I ignore their little missives, or do I continue the way I am, which is like, no, that didn't happen. No, that didn't happen. I feel like I need to make sure that paper trail is right. Where are you going? Where are you disappearing into?
I'm listening to you. I'm not going anywhere.
I think ADHD has well and truly entered this particular building.
I fell on the floor.
Oh dear. I mean, what are you doing down there? I can see the chair rocking.
The arm is loose, and I'm wondering if I've got an Allen key.
Could you maybe do that after? No? Okay. Well, There is no Allen key. What are you using? The end of your finger?
No, I'm seeing if it needs an Allen key.
Could you check that later?
No.
Well, you know what? I can't find my headphones, my other headphones. I'm going to go and try and find them now, shall I?
Okay. They'll understand.
I don't think they will.
They will. These guys love us.
Well, love has its limits.
Huh?
Love has its limits. Could you get back on your chair, please,
I'm
Iain?
coming. I just... I felt my leg. I felt my leg. I can't get up.
Oh, God.
I said a nah. Do you remember that Japanese Beatles?
Oh, yeah. I do.
Oh, we're going back. No one noticed.
I think they might have noticed a bit.
So, we've had some requests, but we're going to carry on. I like that joke. We've had a couple of requests, but we're going to carry on. I've been told of...
Hello?
I'm listening. I'm trying to
Well, continue speaking.
live my life. Why are you always picking on me? Why are you always harassing me?
I'm just trying to keep you focused.
Been told of two websites that one website and one app that we should check out.
Yep.
The first one is Secret FM.
Secret FM.
Where people, is this the right, have I got the right? Oh, no, that domain is, no, hang on a minute. Someone tweeted us. Let me see if I can find it. Only secret. I said, nah. Someone tweeted us. I'll scroll through. How do I find the tweets that I liked? Is there a...
Yeah, you can look under liked.
Where is... I haven't got a liked button. I don't think you can.
Hmm?
You should do a Blurk It on stream one day.
A Blurk It?
It's like a fun game that we play in French lessons where you can like pick a theme.
Fun French games.
Gets the questions and then you can like steal money from people.
Okay.
Fun French game, is it?
What? About I think it's my kind of fun. I don't know whether it's Ian's kind of fun.
Don't like. She's laughing like I'm thick.
Well, no, she's not. She just thinks you're adorable.
Where? Oh, for Christ's sake, what is going on with Twitter?
I don't like it. I'm missing it less and less.
I want it to close, and then I thought, oh shit, I've got all of my counselling clients through Twitter. Please don't close. Where is this thing? Someone. All right, let me Google Secret FM. Right, and I didn't listen to it. It's Secret FM radio. What is this? I'm trying to bullshit. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? People tell their secrets to it.
Is that right?
Well, I can't find it. Does anyone in the chat know what I'm talking about? You need to look on your profile. Oh, thank you, Kate. Kate is like, she's like a hunting dog. By that I mean she can sniff out anything. Let's go to my profile. Oh, likes. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you. I liked a tweet from July 23rd, 2020 from you, Catherine.
I saw that. That was weird.
It's a picture of Katie looking hot. Tonight on the Late Night Alternative, Iain Lee and I welcome the witty and wise Katie Puckerick. My friendship with her is the best thing I've ever found in a record shop. Yeah, sometimes if I look for stuff on Twitter, like really old tweets come up. Here we go. Here we go. Secrets.fm. That's what it is. Right. Now, I'm always slightly wary of these websites where it's people saying secrets because, well, as we're...
Because they're made up.
Yeah, we're probably going to do that in a minute, make one up, right? But it looks cute, right? Yeah. And you press play.
It's been over 6 months. My lovely boyfriend, I'm still waiting. My friend, fancied each other like mad.
Welcome to Secrets.fm.
Mate, it's just the intro.
Okay, well,
I know you're cynical, but can you hold it off at least until we've got past the theme music?
Sorry, genetic.
Anonymous secrets find the light of day.
Haven't met in person.
Oh, this is annoying me. This cassette's going the wrong way round. Look.
Just spoken to.
I'm Eleanor Tattersfield, the keeper of secrets.
I recently took up burlesque lessons. Filthy, delicious.
Where are we going with this, do you think? I haven't listened to this, so...
Titillation.
Joyful, respectful, kink-embracing, laughter-filled sex. It's been 6 months now, and I'm still waiting.
When do we get to the... Oh, look, you can do that. What does that do?
I'm having the best sex of my life.
Nothing.
It looks great. I like the clicky buttons. Let's see where we get to.
You know, I pride myself on not having many secrets, but I guess as a...
Fake.
What you describe as a extrovert, a performer, someone who can get up on stage, someone who loves meeting people. My secret is that I'm secretly an introvert.
Oh, God, piss off.
Skip.
Some years
Boring,
ago,
next.
when I was around 22, I was researching sexual subcultures in
Oh, dear God.
Researching, is it?
London. And somehow, within the space of a few weeks, I had begun to be invited over to the houses of wealthy women to just...
This is like, right, you're a 15-year-old boy. What I want you to do is I want you to write down your sexual fantasy, all right? And then we're going to get an old man to read it out as though it's his. Can you do that for us, lads? Okay.
Guys, and to whip, and to flog, and to humiliate, and to tie up.
Yeah, because if they've got the money, they're going to hire some lad who just happened to be in the club.
Had big boobies and they let me kiss their belly buttons.
But you don't know them because they go to a different school.
Some years ago, when I was around 22...
Hang on, what?
I was researching...
Goodbye.
When I was a teenager in the 90s in London, I used to walk into Selfridges and steal Calvin Klein underwear. You know, the matching twin sets? It was kind of an obsession.
After a night out, he told me to
Catherine, could you do a posh voice for me? Yeah, sure, here it is. I recorded it.
come over to his and dared me to strip in the middle of the alleyway while he watched from his living room window upstairs. It was 3 a.m. and I had the lamp post shining above me.
Wow. When I was 15, I enjoyed secretly going into my mother's drawer and putting the fork in the compartment marked spoons.
Slowly peeled my clothes off and kept my heels on. He buzzed me up.
Who's making that sex noise? Someone went,
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm not sure if this is
Oh, we seem to have skipped forward. Now we're into 80s school trip
a
shenanigans.
secret or more a confession.
Lino, I've never written to Penthouse before, but...
Not sure what difference is, really. But anyway, when I was about 15, 16...
When I was about 15,
When I was-
16, I went to the French exchange and I bought a pen, one of those ones where you can tip it upside down and the lady's bra floats off.
skiing trip to Italy. Or was it Austria?
69 viewers again.
I can't remember. Back in the 1980s. And it was a 36-hour coach journey.
Goodbye.
So I was once riding on...
Why are they all posh? Because the person who built this is posh.
It's posh.
on a train, and
Willow, could you not?
This guy got on opposite, and I thought he started staring at me, and then he was.
Okay, so this is a sex crime?
And I started looking back, and it was very obvious that there was some kind of thing going on between us. That's never happened before. And he then
Got his penis out.
got up at the same stop that I was getting off at, and stood very close to me.
Alistair says, don't play mine, please. We play them as they come, Alistair, as this lady's about to show us.
And as I got off, the door slid shut, but he stayed on, and he mouthed,
I'm going to kill you.
Email.
I want to
Oh, you just missed it.
fuck you and
what?
Get off at the next stop. So I got the next train and went one stop, and he was waiting on the platform, and I followed him to a bar and a toilet, and we did the deed. And
romantic.
I have never seen him since, but he was really hot.
He was so hot. This next one's called
I can't
Cave
now
Sex.
smell the smell of piss in a public toilet without thinking of my my train Romeo.
I had public sex in Thor's cave.
I had public sex in Thor's cave. All right, next one. Thank you. I mean, these are 3 is a magic number. No, don't want that. Tell us more, caller. No. Best in the business. Oh, that's it. This is the last track.
I've never had an orgasm with a partner.
Okay, right. So I'm going to record one. Please allow the microphone.
Please leave your anonymous secret after the beep.
Once I was riding a bus and I was on the top deck of the bus. I like the top deck. I like to sit at the front and pretend I'm driving the bus. Well, sat in the chairs next to me was a very attractive young woman who also liked to pretend she was driving the bus. And we looked at each other and we giggled, and then she came and sat next to me and she got my pee-pee out and made me do a white wee-wee.
Can we listen to that? Once you're happy with it, we'll click confirm.
Once I was riding a bus. And my sister's in the chat. Top deck of the bus. I like the top deck. I like to sit at the front and pretend I'm driving the bus. Well, sat in the chairs next to me was a very attractive young woman who also liked to pretend she was driving the bus. And we looked at each other and we giggled, and then she came and sat next to me and she got my pee-pee out and made me do a white wee-wee. I confirm I am very happy for that story. Oh, Kath, Friday, you got to do one.
All right, let me think. I'll have to think of one.
I'm assuming they vet it.
I've never
They'd have
had
to
a-
vet it because, God, Jesus, imagine the stuff you could say.
I bet they don't. I bet they don't get
Orgasm
enough.
with
I bet
I bet
they've
they've
forgotten
never
about
had
this
any.
many, many years ago.
Okay, all right. It looks great. I don't know what this does. It looks great. It feels
But
great.
actually,
but
who
bullshit.
puts the titles on them? So someone must.
Yeah. John says, what is the link, please? It's secrets.fm. Harsh says a rather abrupt ending. It always is, Harsh. I didn't mention me crying afterwards, which again is another thing. Right, so someone on Twitter put us in touch with that, and I cannot see who it was, so I apologise if they are listening and I didn't give you the credit. Do please get in touch and let me know. Now, but then Mandula, the best mod. Oh, have I put the link in the Discord? Oh shit! Did I invite the mods?
Well, that's bad of you.
Well, I'm not really an admin-y kind of guy. Mods.
Not where your strengths lie.
Well, oh, I didn't
Actually,
put the
you are
links
quite
in.
good at admin, but you don't like it.
Oh, hang on a minute. Right, I've not put the links in. I didn't put the links in. I am sorry. Let me just get the links. Let me go to patreon.com. There we go. Let's put that one in.
Is it there now?
Oh no! Don't download that again. There's one. Let me just do the other one. Oh, I feel terrible about that. But no, I don't feel terrible. They should have reminded me. Shame on them. Schedule.
Yeah, if you think of it that way, it's their fault.
It's totally their fault. They work for free, and they expect me to remember them. I don't think so.
Come on
I'm really
now.
sorry, Mods. There you go. Always give me a little nudge if I don't do it. Always give me
Because
a
he
little nudge.
does forget. He's a human being.
Yeah, I'm rubbish at stuff like that.
He's just a man. Just a man. The man's courage.
Paul says, well, Paul's not a regular listener, Mr. Bodell. 2 new terms I've learned this week: crying cactus and white wee wee.
We've been using crying cactus for some time.
Yeah. Right, so let's get rid of that. Sharing screen has stopped. But then Mandy told me about this app. Now, I wonder if I can bring any of it up on... let me see what the app is called. Super Live, right? Now, I don't think I can do it on here. I wonder if I can get something about Super Live.
Super Live.
Super Live chat. Is this it? Oh, look. Let me just log in. Let me log in to it because I've got
This
an
isn't going to be
account.
like Omegle again, is it? Where it's just penis here, penis there, penis everywhere.
You should record that on Friday. Right, how do I log in? Hang on a minute. It might be. It looks a little bit booby. Right, hang on a minute. I want to log in. Sign, or I've got an account. I've got an account. Let's.
Have you got an account?
Huh? Have I got an account? Because I was checking it out earlier.
All right.
All right. It does look a little bit booby, right? This is not. Have I got the right thing? Because it does look very, very booby. All right. So Mandy sold it to me as this app where you chat. This is the right thing. Yeah, Super Live. All right. You chat and then people can chuck money at you, right?
I know about sites like that.
Right. Okay. Right. So I started a stream. I don't really understand what it is. If anyone knows, please tell me in the chat. So I started a stream and some people came on and went, Ian, you've just found the best app in the world. I'm like, okay. So I think you can have like conversation with people. Let's go to, I don't really, okay. Well, let's go and watch someone. I'm trying to pick one. I don't want one that's sexual. I do think there are people on here that aren't sexual. This looks good. Let's go and see what's happening here.
لوز مقشر. أنا عايزك تصمم لي مدينة بالكامل من أول الحواري والشوارع لحد المراحيض العمومية. لا خلاص.
Okay, that's probably not the best one to go to.
A woman eating crisps.
Yeah, they're all women.
Yeah, is it because it's that time of night?
Well, hang on, I've got one. Hang on a minute. I'll see if I can get mine up on the front page if I do it on my phone. So I'm going to go live. I got it. Public. Start streaming. Right, so how do I find me? How would I find... I'm live now, right? Select country, United Kingdom. There's only 2 people in the United Kingdom. What about... I suppose I can't see me because I'm in my account, aren't I? Right, hang on a minute. What we'll do... Right, I know what we're going to do. We're going to log out of this and we're going to sign in with... we're going to sign in... Right, hang on a minute. We're going to sign in with a... Oh, you can see everything there. No, go away. Go away. Don't want you seeing that. We're going to sign in with a different email, Catherine. We're going to sign in with that one, all right? Got to put your birthday in. Oh, flipping heck. Let's put that. Let's do that. Be with you in a second, caller. We're going to see if we can find... There are people who have joined my stream, right? And I don't really know... Right, so confirm. Please select gender. Well, it's not in English. Which? Oh, it doesn't matter, does it? Right, select. Oh, I think it thinks we're Turkish. Oh, look, there I am.
Right.
Oh, look. There I am. Hello? Why have I muted myself? Hello? Right. So, there I am. Follow me. All right, now I can hear me again. All right, okay. So something. Right, let me mute this because he's an idiot. How would I?
Oh, you got someone saying hello there.
Oh, look, someone's giving me a coin. Right. How do I mute this? God, this is going to do my nuts in. Oh, I've closed it. I'm going to mute it. Oh, okay. Oh, for Christ's sakes. All right. What I'll just do is I'll stop. Oh, shit. Talking. Right. If someone who's watching this, can you tell me what is the point of this, please? Paul, you've just joined the stream. Why is it all Turkish? Why is it Turkish writing? Someone sent a gift of 79. So I've got 8 of these.
Yeah.
I think I've got 8 of these.
Yeah. What can you buy with them?
Oh, I've sent someone 99 of those. I don't want to send that to anyone. I haven't got a VPN on. I'm not a criminal. Katifa has joined the stream. Hello, Katifa. I don't. But you can. Here we go. You can invite people. Watch this. I'm going to invite someone. I'm going to invite Jenny in. Jenny, I'm inviting Jenny. We're going to start. She rejected my request. Okay. We're going to invite Carolina. Inviting her. Going to start a battle. She rejected my request. Flipping it. Let's try Oswald. Inviting Oswald. Ooh. Someone sent me 749 gold things. Thank you for that. Mapco.
Oh.
Right. I'm starting a battle with this gentleman.
Right. What kind of battle?
Come on, baby. What? I don't know what we're doing. What is going on? Who's this bloke?
Is that Oswald? Saying hello.
Oswald, baby, I love you so much, you're driving me crazy. He's the Turkish me, isn't he? So we're having a battle.
I'm not sure what victory looks like in this scenario.
I know what victory looks like. Oh, I can't leave the stream while I'm in a battle. I'm bloody stuck in it. Oh, yeah! Oh, baby!
Oh, gosh.
Wanna make sweet love to you in the afternoon, my Turkish baby.
Is he rapping?
Yeah. Want some Turkish delight. Wanna have it with you tonight. Oh, Oswald, you're the man. You can't leave while you're in a battle. I can't leave. You can close the app though. What the What was that? What the hell was that, Mandy? What have you done, Mandy? What have you done to me? Jimbo, so sorry. Please remind me if I don't put the links in the chat. That's just complete forgetfulness, so I do apologise. I do apologise. Always remind me to put the links in if I forget. Well, that's all the material I've got for tonight. So we've had sexy confessions. We've had Turkish rapping.
Yes.
What a strange web. I got no idea what was going on then. What a peculiar
It
thing.
was bizarre. So he was on there performing, clearly.
Yeah. Let me just go and see what the ladies do. But we won't do it on the stream in case it's sexy. I've got a feeling it's going to have an Amaranth kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Super live, super live, super live. All right, there's two ladies having a battle. No, they're just talking. They got clothes on. Cookies with Popsy. Let's do cookies with Popsy. Oh, it's BBC Radio 4. Right, there we go. It's select country. I'm obviously it's obviously big in Turkey because there's only 3 people in the United Kingdom. Let's go to Billy Boy's stream. I'm going to join him. I'm going to join Billy Boy. Come on, Billy Boy. No, he's hang on a minute. We're nearly there. Just want to see Ganja. I just want to see Ganja. She's blazing.
Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it?
How you doing? You blazing, yeah? You don't need to jiggle those titties. They jiggle by themselves.
I mean, she's not wrong.
They are. I tell you what, I'm at the age where my titties jiggle as well. It's. Okay, we can stop talking about jiggling titties if you. Okay. Please stop jiggling them now, because you're going to knock yourself out. She's going to get concussion. No, she's going to knock me out. Okay. Okay. Well, it's been fun chatting. Okay. She's going to go up your.
She's going to go up your where now?
Okay. There's a boxing man. He could use them as punch bags. Consensually, obviously. He wouldn't want to. Okay, that's enough of the titties. Thanks so much, guys. I've enjoyed the titty talk. How do I can't even leave. Totally following Ganja lady.
Don't be scared. It's just pussy. It's the titties to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't know how to leave. How do I leave? There we go. Wowzers. Don't be scared of I mean, they were fully clothed. I'm going to be honest with you. Thank Christ. Jeez, that was Iain's fault.
Well, that showed you. Now get back on Secret FM and tell them what happened.
I was perusing a Turkish app and I found two ladies. One was smoking the ganja weed. The other was jiggling her titties.
It was quite a night, I can tell you.
She was jiggling her titties.
She certainly was.
Fucking hell. Thanks, Mandy.
Yeah,
that.
Mandy, what the hell?
I will have to research that a little bit more after the show tonight, just to see what's going on there. That's what we'll do.
Yes, this doesn't seem to be right. Let's just make sure that nobody else is doing that.
Let me just check what's going on there. Yeah, don't show it to Will. Suddenly it's 8:20, and I feel like we haven't really started yet, although we have covered a lot of ground. I'm getting very hot in this hoodie.
Well, are you wearing anything underneath?
I am, actually.
Okay, well, remove it. There it goes, guys.
It's me!
It was him all along.
Fooled you, guys. It's just me. If you want to go on there, it's super live. Set up an account. I think there's something in it. I think there might be some. You might be able to have some fun in it one day. I'm not quite sure what. I still prefer stereo. I liked stereo. You know the one where I was arguing with someone about something. Maybe anyway, I'll do that at some point. People can blaze on Twitch if it's legal where they are. Yeah. I knew that. It's weird. It's weird that it's legal in so many places now.
Well, it's legal outside the Tesco's in my town, apparently.
Apparently,
very heady aroma. I imagine it increases snack sales.
Remember when I was a student doing my A-levels for the second time, we were at Windsor College, and a Lib Dem candidate came in and gave a little talk. And any questions? Yeah, what's the Liberal Democrat stance on legalising weed? That was it. That was the whole thing. Well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, but. If you get in, will you legalise it? Because I'll vote for you. That was the whole.
Do you remember
Q&A.
when Justin Dealey was doing a phone in on the cane, and someone rang up to say they were always getting caned?
Oh, I wonder. Yes, I do. I used to have that.
Yeah. Well, so you're telling me that you were caned regularly as a teenager? Yeah, man.
I mean, it's a complete Ali G ripoff, but it was hilarious.
Justin was furious.
No, I can't. I thought it might be on YouTube. If anyone. Now I'm cold.
Yeah, because there's a lack of Udi. I've noticed the last couple of days. I was really counting on the fact that I've got quite a warm house, but the last couple of nights I've been sitting here and my hands have been cold.
Yeah.
That's never a great feeling. You can have your blanket on and all that stuff, but cold hands.
Yeah. I turned the heating on this morning. I set the heating for 5 a.m. until 5:30. I get up at 5:30. I was so cold in bed last night.
Yeah.
Put this blanket on. And I thought, you know what? It's going on. I set it for 5 o'clock. I was awoken at 5 by that lovely gurgle noise of the pipes kicking in. And I was not freezing my balls off when I got up. So yeah, the heat.
You don't want to do that.
No. We don't need them anymore. So Catherine, when you come here on Friday, the boys will be here. I've been doing fires wrong.
Right.
I've been doing fires wrong because my fires don't always take. And I thought, well, I'm going to watch a YouTube video.
I thought it was damp wood at the cause of that.
No. My wood is dried. No, it was. First of all, you don't scrunch the paper up. You rip it into strips.
Oh.
Air gets around more. You're supposed to then light a bit of paper under the chimney so it starts sucking. I'm not going to make a joke there. So you do it in strips. And I was doing the kindling like bloody Jenga. And you don't. You kind of just sprinkle it over it.
Oh.
But then for some reason I had this idea that you had to put the logs like that, which is insane.
Yeah, like they're doing campfires on cartoons.
No. Yeah, exactly. No, you put a log on it. My logs are quite big and it's a small fireplace, you know what I mean, ladies? So log on it and then another log on it.
Oh.
And then you set fire to the paper. That burns. That gets the kindling. I've never known this.
bet you feel all right full now, don't you?
I feel a right old Wally. You've seen me on my hands and knees blowing away, haven't you, Catherine?
I have, yeah. What a fool's errand that was, it turns out.
Exactly. You do not need to get on the floor and blow. All right, guys? Some of you are probably making rude jokes about that. Are we still streaming? Because the chat's gone very quiet.
Well, I think they're on tenterhooks.
Chat, are you there?
They're all starting fires. You've inspired.
I have to do that all the time when I'm bloody twitching the show because the internet keeps going down. I don't think... Is anyone there? Because it's not working on my...
Uh-oh.
There we go. It's work... Hello? Oh, you're enthralled. Sarcasm. Sarcasm, Graham. I get it. We're in sarcasm. Luke, what were you saying about Christmas is cancelled? Jenna has just said you've been making fires like you're in a country. Yeah, like bloody fucking Yogi Bear. First time I've sworn tonight. Like Yogi Bear. Been doing it. You don't do it like that. You do it like that.
You don't make your pyramid there.
No.
Your
Cartoons have lied to us. They have.
It's more this
lied.
and less this.
Yeah.
More this.
Luke's going to be on strike. Oh, okay. That's what you meant by union. Okay. Ay. Well, I support the strikes. I don't know if you are for or against them.
The workers.
Yep. Your Christmas is cancelled. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. I'm a big supporter of the strikes. However, I realise not everyone who's striking is a supporter of the strikes, and I respect that position as well. By the way, those school admirers, Catherine, are bell cheeses. You should tell them. Alistair, are you clicking live? I think he means school admins.
Yeah.
That's it. I apologise. Admins.
I did kind of.
Can someone tell Alistair to click live?
Thanks, Alistair. Thanks, Alistair from the past.
Will Alistair from the future catch up with Alistair from the present? Find out. So, Dave Turner watched that shitty Mel Gibson film that I said don't watch, right?
Yeah.
Like they put my review on IMDb.
What was it called again?
On the Line, I think.
Right.
Awful film, right? But the point of the film is, and I will spoil it now because it's so awful, he plays a shock jock whose family are kidnapped, and there's a young work experience lad there, first night, guy called Dylan.
Yeah.
So anyway, this kidnapper then breaks into the radio station and sets bombs everywhere. So Mel Gibson and this new guy are going around finding him, and there's guns and there's bombs, and the kid gets strapped with these bombs strapped on him. And then it turns out it was a joke.
Whoa.
Right? It was all a joke, and Dylan's pissed off, so he walks out to the stairs, turns around, then falls down and smashes his head and kills himself. That's the point David Turner stopped watching it.
Oh, so okay. David,
because obviously that was another prank, and at the end of the film, Dylan rocks up and Mel Gibson goes, "I'm gonna get you. Wait till I get you in on the line too. I'm gonna teach you a lesson." Have you seen Pontypool? Now, I think I have seen Pontypool. I mentioned that we got the inspiration for the zombie thing from Watco. I also think we got it from... I think I watched Pontypool. I think that's in there. Have you seen that, Kath?
No.
It's a bloody good film. It's a zombie attack with a radio station.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Tell you what I did watch the other day. Anvil.
Oh, you watched it? Why didn't you tell me?
I was just at home and it was on.
Go on.
I liked it.
Yeah. That bit at the end when they come round at the Japanese festival and there's like 10,000 fans cheering.
Yeah, because at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's beautiful, that bit, isn't it?
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. Anvil.
I watched My Old School, which I've been wanting to find for ages. Then it was on Amazon, but I still found it on Okie website. It's a documentary about school in Glasgow, I think in like the late 80s, early 90s, can't quite remember. And a kid starts there, so they're all 16-year-olds. Kid starts there, Canadian kid called Brandon Lee. And he walks in, everyone goes, "Oh, this is a new teacher." And he sits down, and they go, "Class, this is our new pupil, it's Brandon Lee." And I'm like, bloody hell, he looks old. But they get on with him, they have adventures and stuff, and I won't say any more because it's really, really good. And what is great is the guy, this isn't a spoiler, Brandon Lee was interviewed for the film, and then he said, "Actually, I don't want my face in it. I don't want to be in it."
Oh.
But they had the interview. So they get Alan Cumming to mime the interview, and he's so good anyway. Whatever he does, he's so good. He is brilliant in this. Just doing a piece, sitting there being interviewed and just miming to this guy's thing. And I sent my sister a text, which I then deleted immediately. I wrote to her going, Cumming is just so good. Because that's how you spell it as well. Or Cumming is really brilliant or something. I went, oh my God, no. And I deleted it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That woman has suffered enough.
Because it is Cumming. It's not Cummings, is it? It's Cumming.
Yeah, Cumming.
Cumming is really, really good or whatever. And I saw it.
I mean,
oh my God, no.
Oh, okay.
Desi Abbas says, I met Brandon, went to school near mine. That's incredible. Say nothing, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. It's a roller coaster of a ride. It's on Amazon Prime. I think you got to rent it on Amazon. So it's £3, isn't it? $3.50, I think those things are. Thoroughly recommend it. Really well done. Stick to the end and hold out for the credits as well. The credits are great. Really, really good. It's just...
And would you say that Cumming is great as well?
Cumming is brilliant. Yeah, it's. I'm not going to say any more. Don't Google anything about it. Just go and watch it because it is flipping brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm getting quite hungry, so I'm going to put some food in the air fryer. Here's the thing. I did one Overeaters Anonymous meeting last week, was it? Or the week before? I can't remember.
Yeah, last week.
And the thing you say is, I'm Ian and I'm a compulsive overeater. That's the basic. And then other people have different, eating disorders that they would include in that. And so I only did one meeting, and I will do some more. But since then, my eating has improved massively. Because I've been thinking, it's the same, it's 12 steps, right? So it's the same as AA and NA. And I've been thinking for ages, how do I apply this AA program to food? Because it's worked around other stuff. How do I apply it around food? And I've not been able to until I got the sentence, I'm Ian and I'm a compulsive overeater. My eating has not been perfect in the last 2 weeks. It's been infinitely better. Like work the other day, there's a burger van. And for breakfast, I had a big old bap, a big old baton. Sausage, egg, and I even got hash browns in it. As I'm eating it, I'm thinking, this is too much. So I ate it. It was too much. I was full.
Yeah.
I was full at lunchtime, so I didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
I was full at dinner time, so I didn't eat anything. As I'm going to bed, I thought, I'm peckish. 2 slices of toast. That was it. So I had this big thing in the morning that was too big, 2 slices of toast. I didn't eat anything else in the day.
No, and that's like the Noom thing, isn't it? Of you've got to get out of this idea, according to Noom, of it's lunchtime, I must eat something. It's tea time.
Well,
I must
the
eat something.
program I think encourages breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think it encourages 3 regular meals. But what I am getting much better at is gauging how hungry I am and going, okay, well, I will eat. I had some, what did I have for lunch here? I had some lunch and then I went to a coffee shop before the football game. And normally I'd get like a cake or something.
Yeah.
I wasn't hungry. I had a cup of coffee. That was it. Yesterday, I had some toast on the way to work, came back, wasn't hungry, saw some clients, was peckish, so I had a bag of crisps, saw some more clients, was hungry, so I had some food. And it sounds so simple, right? But my addict head can't do it. I'm eating to punish myself. I'm eating to reward myself. I'm eating because I hate myself. I'm eating because I love myself. I'm eating for whatever reason. And then there is shame.
Apart from because you're hungry.
Exactly. And then there is shame, right? And honestly, it's only been a week, 2 weeks. It's really early, but I feel so much better. Lost a couple of pounds, but that's not really what it's about, actually. It's about being more confident. And now I'm sat there thinking, I'm getting a little bit hungry. I've got a meal that will go into the air fryer. So would you excuse me for 2 minutes while I just go and heat up my air fryer, Catherine? Would you
Go for it. Go for it.
Very much indeed.
By the way, the air fryer has been the gadget. There are 2 gadgets I've had in the last 12 months, 24 months that have been absolute game changers, right? And both of them had the potential to be things that end up in a cupboard never to be seen again, but they haven't. They've been really useful. One, the robot Hoover that I bought with my bingo winnings from 2 birthdays ago. 2, the air fryer. My God, I love that thing so much. I'm still kind of finding my way with it, and I'm still not great with putting like stews and things in there, which you should be able to do with mine. I think I'm going to need to do the whole lining it with paper trick, but I'm having great fun finding out, and it's so much better than the oven. My oven tends to take a while to warm up, and then things just it's fine for a while, and then things just get overcooked. They have the potential to get overcooked. At least with the air fryer, it kind of switches itself off after a certain amount of time. So yeah, beautiful. I love that thing so much, so much. And I was talking to my cousin about it. We had a fascinating conversation. She came over at the weekend. Some cousins from Manchester came, and she said she's got an air fryer. She said, because she works at Asda, she went, I got one from Asda dead cheap. It's just the best thing I've ever bought. So I don't think it particularly matters massively how much you spend on them. The one I bought because I had a few quid, and I thought if I'm going to buy this thing, I want to get one that does, that is a good one, because of the whole buy cheap, buy twice thing, right? The one I bought is brilliant, but hers from Asda, dead basic. She absolutely.
How big's yours? I think mine's a 5 litre.
Mine's got like what's it called? A container about that deep.
Okay, and okay.
So I can get racks in it.
Oh, you got okay. Mine's a 5 litre, which is a decent size. Visionary was the one that kind of persuaded me. And it's like when when Mum got a microwave in 1981. Yeah. It's like it changes everything. I only use the oven for pizzas now because it's not big enough. Well, you can cut, but that's it. And I've not even been using the microwave that much. It's today I had a big lunch. That was it. Today I ate too much at lunch. I made some chips and I had sausages and chips, and it was a little bit too much. So I've not eaten anything since. This is what I'm going to eat now. In the air fryer. It's all in the air fryer.
Yeah,
I love it. It is. I remember. Go on.
Nothing does oven. It does oven chips nicer than the oven does.
It does oven chips nice. Those crappy, horrible Bird's Eye frozen burgers come out half decent burgers.
Well,
juicy.
I bought chips. There seems to be a bit of a shortage of McCain chips in my Tesco lately, and so I bought Tesco's own, which can be hit or miss sometimes with oven chips, can't it? But they were lovely. You just got to keep shaking them.
Jimbo says, "Are you losing your voice, Catherine? You do sound a little bit
hoarse,
huskadelic."
I don't know. It might be my microphone.
I want to thank Jimbo for introducing me to the world of HelloFresh.
Oh, yeah.
He sent us some free links, which I haven't actually used yet because I signed up for one, because using the link, Jimbo's link, he gets a few quid. So I paid for one, and bloody hell, it's massive. I got 3 meals. I'm going to do the burgers for the boys tomorrow. Let's see if I can get them. Well, actually, I might not have time. But, Catherine, if you come around Sunday, I'm going to cook you... Saturday, I'll cook you a meal from my HelloFresh box. You like the sound of that?
Yes, I do. I mean, I like the sound of being cooked a meal because I'm so bored of cooking myself.
Well, I haven't cooked anything with ingredients for bloody ages. But I was blown away. You see these things and you think, well, it's going to be a bit shit. It's brilliant. Big old box.
Has it got meat in it?
Yes, but it comes in a cool bag with an ice pack.
I did wonder how they'd managed to transport that.
Comes in, goes. You want to put this bag into the freezer? This stuff is fresh veg and stuff. So, I'm living on my own. I've got 3 meals, and actually, I probably won't have time to do the boys because when we get home about 6:30, 7 just before the show starts. So it's a little bit tight.
I find that cooking like a proper meal in a week when I've got the girls here for the most part. I need like 3 planned, and then there's like 2 where it'll be like whatever's in the fridge. Yeah, because they haven't got time, because they come in from school and the quick turnaround means that they'll want to slap a cheapsa in or something, because they'll be straight out the door.
What did you say?
Yeah, Little loves a cheapsa. The really basic ones you get from the supermarket. They're dead flat and they look like they've been drawn on.
A cheapsa.
Dirty cheese is like just. As if it's a sort of stencil, it's so thin. She loves them. She loves a cheapsa.
I think I'm still streaming on Super Live.
Uh-oh.
Visionary says cooking stream. Not a chance. Not a chance.
Yeah, with the There we go. With the air fryer, I just need to master the wet stuff because I want to be able to put things like stews and things in there. And I should be able to do it. I just haven't mastered it yet. Apparently, the key is putting a bit of greaseproof on top or something. So, but I shall crack it at some point. I'm sure there's probably some 7-year-old on YouTube that can show me how to do it. So yes, I shall do that. I'm also obsessed with, at the moment, poached eggs. I used to have a poaching pan, right? Because my parents had a poaching pan, and they turn out these like a jelly mold, and usually overcooked. But I've been doing it myself recently. A little bit of vinegar in there, a bit of salt in there. Make your vortex. Beautiful. I will never eat one of those rock hard poached eggs ever again. I love it.
I'm not very good at cleaning it.
What, your air fryer?
Yeah, I can't really.
Can't you stick it in the dishwasher?
Yeah, you could, I suppose. Cheese toasties in the fryer are the business. Well, are they? Do they come out like cheese toasties, or do they come out in what the Americans call a grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese.
I love a grilled cheese, but microwave poached eggs. People just don't know.
Don't be dirty. There's no need. It takes 2 minutes in a pan.
Bob Mortimer is a big fan of the air fryer, particularly doing a whole chicken. Okay, well,
Yeah.
Alistair was telling me he did a roast in it. Certainly did the potatoes. I think he did the whole roast. I can't remember. He certainly did the potatoes. And I will be cooking the Christmas dinner this year, so I might do a little experimental roast. And,
a friend of mine says he's got 2 air fryers and he has them on the go at the same time.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah, I know. Living the dream, right?
Dirty bastard.
Oh, I look like Minnie Mouse.
Oh, there we go. Look, isn't it?
My cat.
Dave Dogface really is
a wonderful member of society. What?
Sending me so many wonderful bootlegs.
He's a devil for that, isn't he?
He's a naughty, naughty little boy, and I've got so many. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and go through them yet, but I will.
Look what my mum gave me the other day. Yay!
Oy.
Thanks, Mum.
I got a couple for the boys for here. I got one for their dog.
The dogs look forward to the coming of Jesus Christ.
Dirty, please don't. Come on. Yeah.
Hello, Yoshi. Come here.
Do you fancy a bit of Play Your Cards Right? Just because I've seen it's a BBC game. Do you want to fancy watching a little bit of Play Your Cards Right? Should we have a little bit of that, a bit of Brucey? We'll go for the 80s one, not the 90s one. And then on Friday's stream, because it's football, right? So I'm guessing we're going to have pretty low numbers, even though I know a lot of you aren't football. It's England.
England.
So Friday we're going to have a slightly different show. Hey, 5 Past, thank you for signing up. I saw you signed up and it is gratefully appreciated. 5 Past was kicking my ass. Call of Duty the other day. That was a terrible game of Call of Duty. So Friday we're going to be a little bit different. Catherine's going to be here. We'll play some BBC and some Spectrum games. We will chat. And one of the games we're going to play is Bruce Forsyth's Play Your Cards Right. But let's maybe watch a little bit. Shall we now?
Yay.
Bruce Forsyth, Play Your Cards Right from... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did we watch this? This is the very, very first episode.
I think we did.
Let's have a little look-see.
And you did cut the cards before the show? Yes. That's fine, lovely.
I don't think we did. I don't remember Bob.
Bob?
I don't remember Bob. Share screen. Brucey. Bishy Bashy Boshy.
Who's here?
Zoom screen.
What are you doing, Willow? No one's going out. It's too wet.
Is that a cat behind there or a child?
It's a cat. There's a cat. There's a cat to my right here. Yoshi is here and Willow is here.
My cats climb up my curtains, bloody idiots.
Yeah. Yoko was taken to climbing the curtains and I don't like it.
I don't like it. There we go.
Hello, Yoko.
This was Friday night, 7:30. ITV had handed over to LWT for the weekend. Once ITV, this may mean nothing to you, Catherine. Once ITV handed over to London Weekend Television about 7 o'clock on a Friday night, that meant the weekend was happening. Because the programmes got a little bit cheaper, a little bit more garish, a little bit noisier, and it was way more exciting for a 10-year-old kid.
This is Yoko. Can you tell the difference?
I can't tell the difference between your cats.
She's not as floofy. She's smaller.
Okay.
And she's a bumlick.
Literally. Off her own. Oh, shit. Have you seen this? Hang on a minute.
Oh, look, it's Brucey's hair.
Right. Right. Hang on a minute. I've got to find... stay there, because I read the biggest piece of bullshit in a newspaper today, and I want to...
Did you?
Yeah. Let me find it out. Here we go. Right. Who's your favourite... Hello, Pats. Who's your favourite actor? Maybe your second favourite actor where you like to watch the join where the hairpiece is on.
You know. I don't like to watch it. It puts me off completely.
There's two. Which one?
Oh, well, there's Travolta, but the first one is Nicolas Cage.
Okay, well, Nicolas Cage is in a new movie, right? And, okay, here he is, right? That's a man stood behind him. That's his thing, right? So he's bald. We know he's bald. We've seen all the movies. We know he's bald. Are there any more pictures? There we go.
No one has that solid a hairline. No one.
Right. The 58-year-old movie star wore a grizzled beard, it says bear, and a large prosthetic bald patch.
No. Do you know what he looks like? A 58-year-old Italian-American man. That's what he looks like, because that is what he is.
If he's wearing a bald patch, it's only because he's insisted he keeps his wig on.
Underneath his...
So it looks like a bald patch.
No, come on.
He's been bald in another film. He was bald in the one... What was the one where he plays two twins and one's a writer? I must watch that again.
I don't know.
It's directed by that man that makes awkward films that are hard to follow, but they're interesting.
I tell you who else was famously wore a wig, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Jimmy Stewart, from being quite young, actually, was wearing a wig. And I was watching, Bell, Book and Candle the other day. I love that film so much. But once you spot it, that it's like... his hairline starts here.
Oh, there's his wig.
Oh, look. His hairline starts here. Yeah, look, the one on the right, there.
That.
Look how far down it was. And if you look up Bell, Book and Candle, look at him in that. It's outrageous. It's like it shifted forwards and no one told him.
Charlie Kaufman, I'm thinking of. Charlie Kaufman directed that movie. Oh my God! Sorry.
She's incredible, Kim Novak.
Hey, cha-cha. It's all Kim Novak, I'm afraid. And do you know what? I'm very happy with that.
There's a picture of him with Pie Wacket, the cat, which if I ever have another cat, it's going to be called Pie Wacket.
Pie Wacket. Anyway. Look at him. He's happy, isn't he?
Well, he should be. He had a great career.
He's got smoker's teeth, hasn't he? Big old tombstone, big old yellow tombstones.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Oh, whoa. Catherine.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this picture? Look at it carefully.
Has he got some sort of support on his wrist?
He's got some sort of support on his wrist, doesn't he?
Yeah. You know what they would have said about that when I was at school?
Wanker's arm?
Wanker's cramp, yeah.
Okay.
And tonight's the night if you play your cards.
Enough. Oh, look at that bit.
That's right. And I know
Nothing funny about that. Oh, hang on, tonight's the night, yeah.
one time or another, but that is the name of our show, Play Your Cards Right. Now, look, in the next half hour, I could pretend and make out that there's nothing wrong with me.
He's addressing it.
He's going to address the old WC.
That's not a microphone he's holding. Oh, it is. I remember those metal microphones that had 3 strips across it. And he's obviously got a longer bar.
Oh, fine.
But I've never been one for deceiving the British public, but so I must show you what this is all about. I have fractured a bone. Please don't start that. I didn't put this on for sympathy. I don't want it and I don't need it, but I have fractured a bone in my wrist. I actually have. Oh, and it really is. It's getting on my nerve. My watch is still under there. Whenever I want to know the time, I have to have an X-ray.
That's a good line.
Costing me a fortune, but don't worry, folks. Don't worry. The show.
That's quite you, that gesture.
Okay, well, I don't know what that means. This is made of glass. This is a glass microphone. She muted herself for the sneeze. Isn't that lovely? While you're sneezing, I'm going to get my food.
Oh, they were good ones. Sometimes a sneeze is just delicious. Love a sneeze. I do wonder whether I've got a defective nose in some way though, because I sneeze a lot. I'm going to do another one now. Sorry, everyone. And it's gone. There might be one more in there. I think there's one more in there. Okay, now the table is wobbling because the cats are chasing each other around. No, I don't think that sneeze is coming. Sorry about that, everyone. Excuse me, would you mind settling down, please, Mr. George Washington?
George Washington?
George Washington, Washington Bosch.
Cats are the best, man. You dog people, you don't know what you're on about. I've got some kind of cheesy meatball thing from Aldi.
Ooh. Cheesy meatballs.
Saying the show must go on. I don't know who said that, but I'd like to smash him right in the mouth. No, I'd like to break his wrist. But enough about me. Let's get on with our new game. Our dolly dealers.
Here we go. This is great. I like it in these first episodes because we know how you play your cards right?
But
everyone knows how to play it.
But
he doesn't know how to play it here.
Are dying to dish out the cards. So away you go, my darling. There we are. Okay. And at the top there, Natalie, she's dealing the red cards on the top level.
Oh, now this is interesting. Because I caught a glimpse of this. It's not couples.
And Joe is dealing the cards on the bottom level. And it's a very nice bottom level. And we have our players. I mean, we have our cards. Now, all we need are our players.
It's not couples, because it was always couples, wasn't it?
I thought so.
Wasn't it? John says, I met my kitten mum earlier today. Love it. I keep getting sent videos every now and then from All Done Pets, which is where I got Lucky and Mucky from. Sent me a great video of them as little kittens. And I get updates on the mum and the brother.
There we are. All right, Bob, well, welcome to Play Your Cards Right. And good luck with everything. Bob, what is it?
McKenna.
Oh, McKenna, yes.
Come from Sligo in Ireland.
Bob, one opening question. Bob, what is it? Sorry, what? What is it? Oh, no. We're getting a copyright thing on bloody Play Your Cards Right.
It's because of that music.
Well, this is very annoying. Let's wait for that to go. Good, This
Cheesy,
is an Aldi ready meal.
meaty balls.
Meatballs, potatoes. Beautiful.
Nice.
I
You're
can't
making
believe
me
we're
feel
getting...
hungry.
There's very weird... The copyright strikes on here are so weird. This video may be unwatchable because of all the Hey Jude action, but we will see. We're just waiting, dear listener, for the copyright strike to go. If we keep playing it, they block the channel for a little bit, so we just wait
Just
and
to
see.
teach us for being
Teach us
naughty.
a lesson. We don't mess around in this part of town. So we'll wait for it to go. We'll try it again. If we get another one, we'll find something else. Aldi's so good, right? I can't believe I ever shopped at Tesco.
I wish there was one closer to me.
You know, my one's next to a dojo.
Yeah.
Next to an actual Japanese dojo.
What's with all the scampering going on back there?
The
cats.
cats. Oh, is it the cats, right? Okay.
It sounds like you. It looks like you as well.
Don't forget, dear listener, we are back on Friday. I should say we've got new people signing up all the time. Your membership gets you access to hundreds of hours of these shows on YouTube. Just go back through the old schedules and have a little look. But also, this show will get released as a podcast. Yeah. I think we're back. Let's see.
I now live in Wood Green. I'm a London taxi driver and I play golf.
I used to live in Wood Green. I'm not a taxi driver. I like playing golf on the computer.
You like crazy golf?
I do like crazy. Oh, no, I call it mini golf. Crazy golf is the ones you get in America where they go through a clown's mouth and up an aeroplane. You know, that kind of stuff you see in movies.
Leave your meter running outside. Because we're not paying for that, you know. And by the way, didn't I hear that your wife, you used to be a bus driver?
That's right.
And your wife was a conductress?
That's right.
Oh, so she had to let you go all the way?
Bruce.
Yeah. Just a thought. Anyway, give my love to Wood Green. I'm an Edmonton boy, you know. Just around the corner from there. Lovely. Well, welcome. Carol, and who are you, my darling?
I'm Carol Kennedy.
Carol Kennedy, a very famous... Oh.
Love is like a butterfly. She looks like Wendy Craig.
Yes, my darling.
I'm from Manchester.
Yes.
I'm a nurse.
Obviously.
A very strong Manchester accent. I can barely make out what she's saying, Kat.
All right, Bruce. I'm here to play a game.
Fucking hell, it's Bruce Forsyth.
A nurse in a bit. What do you put? Splints on broken biscuits? Enough to drive your crackers, folks. We won't do any of those. All right, then. Anything else about you, my darling?
I'm married.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Mm. All right.
I met my husband in hospital when he was a patient.
I believe you got a funny story about meeting your husband in hospital when he was a patient. Why don't you tell us that?
Oh, so he took a turn for the nurse.
Okay.
That's a good line. I'm going to say that now, from now on, at completely inappropriate moments. That'll be £2.50. Oh, he took a turn for the nurse.
You must have been a night nurse.
All right, mate. That's getting a little bit. We can't watch this, guys. We're getting blocked.
Outrageous.
What I don't understand is how you can get blocked for watching something on YouTube that's on YouTube.
Yes, it does seem somewhat bizarre, but this website does have its quirks, doesn't it?
Right, we did watch that one. Let's try another one, right? Let's see how we get on.
All right, tonight, Neil Young's wrapped in the same.
Oh, this is good. The new Neil Young documentary. Yes, please. I'm up for a bit of that, but let's see how we get on with this. We may disappear.
It's music. Is he gonna do it?
Oh! How come his hair is thicker 2 years later, Catherine?
He's been growing it.
Yeah, on his windowsill.
Is it made of cress?
He looks like De Niro there, doesn't he?
Yeah. You come to me on the morning of my daughter's wedding and ask me higher or lower. You have no respect for me.
I think you're doing Marlon Brando.
Oh, yeah.
They're all much of a muchness.
But Marlon Brando grew from De Niro in that film, so
He did. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You know, there was a version. I remember it being shown on telly over 2 nights, where The Godfather and The Godfather 2, it was constructed consecutively because in Godfather 2 there's a lot of flashbacks, aren't there, to De Niro. So it was called something like, it wasn't called Godfather Anthology. It was called something like that, and it was over 2 nights.
What the hell?
Did you ever watch? Have you got a circular light?
Yeah.
What a dickhead.
This is the rain.
Can't hear it. Did you ever watch? No, I can't hear
It's
it.
like being in a car wash.
Still can't hear it. Oh, well, I thought it was the hiss in my headphones. Yes, I can hear it.
Well, that was weird. And just like that, it was done.
Did you ever watch Salem's Lot?
Yeah.
Now, did you see the movie version or the version where they cut it into 2? Because they did one where they put it together and cut a load out, and they did one
Oh, thank you.
where it was over 2 nights. Okay. They did one.
I mean, to be
over
honest,
2
this
nights.
is so pale, it's a hate crime, but I appreciate the effort.
Did she make you a cup of tea?
Yeah.
My kids don't know how to make tea.
Well, nor does
What does she want? Ask her, what does she want?
What are you after? She was a bit rude to me earlier on. She told me she hated me.
Okay. If I tell you I hate you, will you make me a cup of tea?
Turns out.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
What this interference means is someone take this on VHS and went, you know that episode of Play Cards Right we taped from 1980? Should we upload it to YouTube?
And then Mum's going to tape over. Oh, that reminds me. My dad had a video of a film a film that his mate had recorded for him. And when you watch it till the end, there was some hairy German porn on the end of it. And they were going on about, they were saying, I don't know if there are any German speakers watching. They were going on about Bumspar.
Bumspar?
Bumspar?
That was my nickname at school.
So from then on, whenever my sister and I were talking about blueies, we would always say, "Oh, a bit of Bumspar, was it?"
I was feeling good, and I was just going to come on round the back there. This security guard came up to me. You know, he's a new one, got him from Buckingham Palace.
I wonder if that's a reference. When did what was the name of that guy that broke into Buckingham Palace?
Oh, I was watching that the other day. What's
his name? Michael? Not.
It was.
Oh God, Dave will know. Dave will tell us. I can't think. Fagin, Michael Fagin. Right. What year was that? When did Michael Fagin break?
Do you know it was the second time he'd done it?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he'd nicked a bottle of wine before.
1982.
He'd had a little walk around.
That's a joke about it. It's a topical joke.
Yeah.
There we go. We're piecing this all together.
They put him in. They put him in an institution, and it was supposed to be indefinitely. But as it turned out, he got out within, I think, a month.
Good for him.
Well, he needed the sleep, and he came up to me. He said, "Mr. Forsyth," he said, "I've got good news and I've got bad news." I said, "Oh no." I said, "Well, give me the bad news first." He said, "Your car's just been stolen." I said, "Oh no!" I
can see his glue shining.
That's a terrible wig.
Yeah.
That is a terrible wig. Graham says, a lad I went to school with in Southport, John Gillard, drove his car into the gates of Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
I said, "Well, what's the good news?" He said, "I managed to get the number." So I just walked away and left him lying there. But it's nice to see you, Tonight's the night if you play your cards right. Yes, I'm the leader of the pack, which makes me such a lucky jack. And over there, they're so appealing.
Okay, dollies, do your
dealing.
Woo! Look at this.
Okay, they've upped the.
But look, there's 2 that hold the cards, and then 2 that come and take the cards.
It's a tricky job, okay? It's a tricky job.
Look, the one that goes low doesn't bends at the knee. Look.
Oh, that's two sporty little loves. Tennis gear and everything. Oh, it's lovely. It's beautiful. And Natalie is with the red cards at the top, and Denny's with the blue cards at the bottom. All right, then, fine. So we have our cards. All we need now are our players. And there they are.
Couples.
Welcome.
Very typical look here. Bald with a droopy moustache.
It is John.
Yeah.
Classic. John and Janet.
John and Janet.
Janet and John.
Selleck.
Oh, well done.
Selleck, I see. Where are you from?
Bushy in Hertfordshire.
From Bushy in Hertfordshire, yes. And what do you do, John?
I'm a manufacturer's agent in the sports
They're
trade.
from the Bushy area.
Good sport on the...
It was the 80s.
It's lovely. And what do you do, Janet?
A driving instructor.
But you're a woman.
Are you?
I am, yes.
Really? Teach you how to drive?
Well, that's
no reason there.
Drives me mad. Drives me round the bend.
You're mad. All right, well, now tell me this and be honest about it. Is it easier to teach a man to drive than a woman, or what do you think? And be honest about this.
I've got to admit, it is easier to teach a man.
Is it really?
Yes.
Well, good. Well... You're not just saying that because you think I'm a man?
No.
Oh, good. But I suppose
It's because of internalised misogyny.
It's all going on here as well, isn't it? Yeah. It's all going on here.
Happened to you when you were teaching people to drive? Could you tell us of one little thing that maybe sort of comes to mind?
I had an African lady who...
And she was an excellent driver. End of story.
Oh, dear.
Was
An
a
African
nurse,
lady?
an African lady who was a nurse.
Oh, yeah.
She'd come to this country
Yeah.
and she wanted to learn how to drive.
Yeah.
And she used to drive about the jungle.
Oh.
She didn't. She didn't. She didn't.
We're going.
Yeah.
And she said, just tell me what to do if an elephant runs in front of the car.
Well, at least she didn't do a voice. That's the only saving grace in that story. She didn't do a voice. The rest of it, though, she's like the fucking Secret FM. She's posh voice telling a made-up story.
Yeah, that's all she wanted to know.
What did you say to her?
Well, I spent quite a lot of
Do
time
you
doing
think that do you think that this nurse, who's obviously an intelligent woman, okay, trying to better her life and try to be a valuable member of society, do you think she might have been joking you, Janet?
Well, Janet, do you think you've made this up?
Emergency stop. Yeah, well, I suppose you do the same thing if there's a zebra crossing.
Yes.
He went there. John, you got it. John Harris predicted it.
Very good.
It's only, yes. Only a little.
Well done, Brucey.
I like the story about the African lady.
It's only a little joke, evidently. So, John, now tell me, John, well, you know, we've never spoke. How long have you two been married, by the way?
Well, I was introduced by a Chinese lady.
19 years.
19 years. Oh, you've been counting?
Yeah.
And tell me, you know, we haven't done any mother-in-law jokes, but I hear your mother-in-law is a bit of a sport.
Why do people joke about hating their wife, joke about being married for too long, and joke about their mother-in-law? What is that? Oh, you've been married 19 years. You get less than that for murder. Well,
yeah.
you were in love at some point, and you thought getting married and dedicating the rest of your life to each other would be a good thing.
Because sooner or later, in those days, your dolly bird turned into her indoors, because they were the types, weren't they? They were the types. If you watch TV, it was either a dolly bird or her indoors.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a card,
yes.
Or dotty old woman.
Tell us, you got on with her all right?
Yes, well, I think so.
Yeah, and she's 79?
She's 79,
yes.
And she doesn't like talking about sex at all.
Why?
With you. I wouldn't either.
But she's looking for a man.
Well, 79, I shouldn't think so. Right. She's looking for a man at 79, but she doesn't want to know about sex.
He's got to have a cough, plenty of money, and like a game of cards.
Really?
Yeah.
And what's her name?
Emily.
Emily. So if there's an old man looking in... Oh, is she where?
She's here.
Oh, she's here?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I could hear her. Oh, there she is over there. All right, Emily, you want an old man with a bit of a cough, likes a game of cards.
With a bit of a cough?
I don't...
What do you mean, oh, dude? OK, go on. Go on, stick the knife in.
What the fuck is he miming there?
Stick the knife in. He's
Where?
saying stick the knife in his back.
Stick the knife in.
I don't know, he's bending over
my
quite
dear,
so
but
much.
no hanky-panky, just a game of cards. All right, I see what I can do. All right, well, over to you, Sue and David Hall. Hall? Oh, I know your brother, Albert. And,
That's nice.
what do you do? Where are you from?
Bispham, near Blackpool.
Oh, Blackpool. Oh,
Yeah.
Good. And what do you do, David?
I'm a data processor at the Premium Bond Office.
A data processor at the Premium Bond Office.
Oh.
What an old-fashioned centre. Who's that? Who's down there? Who's sitting on my heated blanket? Get off it, Lucky. It's not for you.
Oh, with computers and all that?
Computers and all that?
Yeah. With computers?
Yeah.
At the Premium Bond?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fine. And what do you do, Sue?
I'm a clerical officer in Dividend and Redemption Branch.
Oh, at the same place?
Yeah.
At the Premium Bonds? Yeah. Oh, so you do the payout? And you're on the computer?
Yeah.
Hey, if I gave you a couple of numbers...
We've already had that one.
You know what I mean? Nobody will find out. Yeah. As long as you don't tell Eric.
Ernie.
No, Ernie's got no money at all. No, it's Eric's got... In fact, Eric has got so much money, he's saving up to be an Arab.
First of all, Pats, goodbye. Thank you. Secondly, bloody hell.
Sheikh McCampy. Have you got any premium buns at all, the pair of you?
I've only got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
What, one between you?
Yeah.
And has it ever come up?
No.
Well, if they can't win, nobody can. That's proved it. That has proved it. All right, then, how long have you been married?
You got any premium bonds?
Yeah. I think I have.
I think I've got about 5 shillings worth.
It was kind of... it was the way you made an investment for your children, wasn't it, at one point?
But I don't think you made any money unless you won.
Unless you won, yeah.
So you pay in like a tenner and you'd get a tenner out in 20 years' time.
Yeah.
And there was the chance that your numbers would come up.
Yeah.
Year and a
Free
half.
lotto, of course.
Yeah.
Year and a half. I see, fine.
And it was the money was for the government, wasn't it?
So.
Yeah, it was government. Bloody hell.
That's nice. And tell me, in that time, David, has Sue got anything she doesn't like about you in a year and a half? Anything that drives her mad a bit?
I fidget a lot. And,
do you? What does he do when he fidgets? What?
He taps his fingers.
Oh, what, all that business? All
play
the
with anything when I'm...
Oh, really? How embarrassing, yes. And what else does he do? Anything else?
Whistles.
Oh, he whistles?
Out of tune.
Oh, I see.
What
fine.
a shit.
I see, fine.
Twitchy whistler, isn't it? Bloody the worst.
If only I'd have known, I should listen to me mother.
Hello, darling girl. Come and sit down, but don't claw it because you break it.
He must be a bundle of fun to live with, he must. And what do you do when he's whistling and driving everybody? What do you do?
I like swimming and buying things.
Swimming and buying things?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was an underwatering shopping centre.
Underwatering, he says underwatering shopping centre because he gets it a bit. He goes, I didn't know there was an underwatering shopping centre.
And what do you do when he's whistling and driving everybody? What do you do?
I like swimming and buying things.
Swimming and buying things?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was an underwatering shopping centre. I suppose you go there, splash out and buy a few things. Of course. Emily's getting restless over there. Yes, I'll keep you in mind, dear. Yes. She's mad. What do you mean she didn't want to talk about it? Anyway, did you cut the cards? Yep. You cut the cards. Good. Now, the object of the game is to work your way across the board by predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the preceding one. The first one to turn over the last card correctly will win the game, but you cannot win a game until you've won a question. All of our questions are based on a poll of 100 people. You won the toss, I believe, John and Janet, so it'll be you to bat first. Right, and good luck to you all. Here we go. We asked 100 married men. Does your wife ever have romantic dreams about other men? How many married men said yes, their wife does have romantic dreams about other men? What do you think about this?
I cannot work out who he reminds me of.
Him?
Yeah, it really reminds me of someone. I don't know if it's
is he
someone...
not the guy that has the little teddy bear?
Nookie Bear?
Yeah.
Roger de Courcy. Yes, he looks like Roger de Courcy. Oh, I know exactly who he reminds me of. Hang on a minute. We need to go back to where you can see him. Hang on.
But you cannot win a game.
I know exactly who he reminds me
All
of.
of our
I can
questions
feel
are
you
based on a
sat
poll
on
of
there,
100
Lux.
people. You won the toss. I believe John and Janet.
Please don't. Right, look at that face. It's someone we know.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you. You ready? It's Paul Garner.
By the way, you were in trouble with Paul Garner.
Why?
Didn't you say he looked like... I was talking to Kate the other day.
Oh, he looked like Billy Bragg. He really did look like Billy Bragg in that picture. Let me send it to you.
He's not happy about it. Do you know what he said?
What?
He said,
I'm going to send you the
Paul,
picture.
not very impressed with Ian's Billy Bragg comparison. Did you see the photo? Fucking cheek, he said. Wrinkly old bollock.
There we go. Right, I'm going to send it on to you. You tell me I'm wrong. You tell me I'm wrong. Don't tell me you think he looks like that. Tell me I'm wrong. It's even got the same cap on.
All right. Hang on.
Doesn't it, though? It looks exactly like him.
Mate. I covered up for you. I said, what did I say? I said, oh, blimey. Yeah, what a cheeky bugger. If it's any consolation, Ian is almost totally face blind, so I'd file it under H for horse shit. Paul is a handsome devil and nothing like an
come
old
on.
man's sack.
Grow up. I'm just updating my Twitter. Whoa. I'm updating my Twitter picture, right? What does this mean? Hang on a second. I'm not going to tweet that, right? So I've just opened my Twitter. Click on that. Edit picture. Take photo. Choose existing photo.
Yeah.
Choose NFT.
Oh, a non-fungible token?
Here we go.
Because, you know, some people bought that crap.
Here we go. So it's taken me to a link for blue subscribers. All blue subscribers get a verified account and a blue tick. Coming soon. Rocket to the top of replies, mentions and search. Coming soon. See half the ads. Coming soon. Post longer videos. Coming soon. Get early access.
Nah.
To what? What early access? No, I'm not going to post an NFT. Jesus Christ. Here we go.
So it'll be you to bat first. Right, and good luck to you all. Here we go. We asked one about other men. How many married men said yes, their wife does have romantic dreams about other men? What do you think about this?
Not many. You
I
don't,
think
do you,
it's.
darling?
I think it's highish.
Janet.
Bye-bye, Debbie.
Yes.
Oh, you haven't told me about that.
Look at Emily's face.
You never told me about
But you...
You didn't ask me.
Oh, he never asked you. But,
Well, 47.
I think it's higher than that.
More than 47.
About 57.
you must ask her about this afterwards.
She knows about
63. What do you reckon, Catherine?
Well, how old they are?
No, the question. Answer the question. Out of 100 women, how many women say they dream about other men? Bear in mind, this is the 80s, so we weren't quite as liberal as we are now.
I think that they would be, I reckon they would be loath to admit that, and I'm going to say 45.
Oh, hang on. Are you saying it's... Hang on a minute. If we listen to the question again, let's get this right.
Right, and good luck to you all. Here we go. We asked 100 married men.
Oh, he's asking the men. You're right, Richard.
So whether the women
Does
have
your
told them
wife
that they've done
ever
that.
have romantic dreams about other men?
Right, in that case, it's low. 43.
All right, I'm going to say 38.
How many married men
Harsh says, is this play your cards right on the specky? Great graphics.
said yes, their wife does have romantic dreams
Right, that changes the
about other
question
men?
completely.
What do you think about this?
Not many. You
I
don't,
think
do you,
it's.
darling?
I think it's highish.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't told me about that.
Look at Emily's face.
You never told me about
But you...
You didn't ask me.
Oh, he never asked you. But,
Well, 47.
I think it's higher than that.
More than 47.
Yeah, though you're right. You're right, Richard. You listened to the question. I didn't. They haven't listened to it.
57.
You must ask her about this afterwards.
She knows about this.
About 57?
Yes.
OK, what about you over there? We know you've only been married for a year and a half, but Sue's laughing all of a sudden. What do you think?
Oh, I think a little bit lower than that.
Do you agree with this, David? I mean, has she ever, you know, in the middle of the night said somebody else's name?
No, she snores, that's about all.
Has anybody here ever dreamt about me? Will you tell that man to put his hand down, please?
Dearie me, I don't want gays fancying me.
You should be so lucky, Brucey.
The actual number whose wife, you said it was lower, didn't you? The actual number whose wife does dream about other men is...
57, they got it bob on! I was about to say that. I used to love it when that happened. Suspicious, though, right?
Yeah.
57! Well, it wasn't lower. It was right on...
Oh, he went for the kiss.
Oh, he kissed her teeth.
Pats. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, we know who wins now. Thanks a lot, Pats. Thanks a lot, Patty. We know who bloody wins.
It is...
Thank you, Patty.
Look, he kisses her teeth. No, none of that.
She's thinking of another man. Patty, stay down. You've already ruined. Play your cards right.
57.
I'm guessing she thinks about the captain from the Love Boat.
We've never had that happen on the show before. You know what this means?
Bottle of champagne.
No, you don't get anything.
Hilarious.
I tell you what, I'll give you some Ian's baked beans.
57 varieties. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, he's made himself cry with laughter there with a bean joke.
Pussy.
Got the champagne out of my own personal pocket. Anyway, John and Janet, so it's you.
7.
There we are. You're
5. Higher.
Change the card. Change the card.
Why would you change a 5?
Oh, change the card.
2 in the middle.
Lower than a 10, you say.
Oh, fair play. All right. Higher.
4, you say. A king.
Lower.
A king, you say. Oh! Don't get anything
Wow.
for a pair.
Not in this game.
Well, giving you a free go there, David and Sue, and you've got a good card. What do you think?
Lower.
Lower than an ace, you say. Oh, a king, you say. A 9. Freeze.
A freeze. What do you freeze on play your bloody cards right for? Jesus Christ.
Freeze.
Anyway, thanks to my cat, we know who wins.
You're going to freeze and protect your cards. Very important to know when to freeze, and I think you're very sensible. That was very exciting, wasn't it? Yes. You had bad luck there, very bad luck. David and Sue, you to answer the question.
What do you reckon? Are the cards actually shuffled, or do they set... I always suspected they set them out to make it exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Here we go. We asked 100 expectant fathers.
How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that one with those massive cards?
Do you think that children should have the right to sue their parents for not bringing them up properly? Very good question.
Who writes this stuff?
How many expectant fathers said yes, children should have the right to sue their parents for not bringing them up properly?
20%.
No, I don't think so.
Are you going to have a family, you two?
Eventually.
Yeah? Couple of little bonds? Yeah, I see. But, I mean, would you think it right if your son would have the right to sue?
But yeah, I should have the
Yes.
right, really.
So put a figure to it.
Yes, but I don't think that many.
I think it's going to be lower.
20.
25?
Yeah,
No, 28.
28.
28. Got there eventually. 28. Well, now, have you got any children, by the way?
Yes, we've got 2 boys.
Oh, good. Now, do you think they should have the right to...
Oh, no, definitely not.
You're playing it safe, eh? All right, so do you think it's higher or lower than 28?
Lower.
Lower than 28. All right, the actual number who said children should be able to sue is 33. Oh. That was a very good guess again, but and you were sort of on the right track there, but there we are. So from the 9, you can change the 9. Change that 9 to a queen. Lower. What do you think? Lower than a queen, you say a jack. Lower again. Lower than a jack for the game. Oh!
Da 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 da.
Wow.
What have they won? Tea's made.
You got in there.
Do they win something for winning the game?
Don't give up hope. It is the best of 3, all right? So game 2 is coming up now, and you're both doing very, very well. Here we go. Janet and John, you to answer the question. We asked 100 married women in their 40s.
In their 40s.
Is your husband still telling the same jokes as when you first met him?
73.
80.
I love this one. I think this is a great question. How many married women
Brucey,
in their 40s
you've
said
been telling
yes,
the same
their
jokes
husband
forever.
was still telling the same jokes as when they first met? What do you think?
My husband did.
Is he really? And it makes me laugh. We'll also go, oh, here we go again. Oh, will he get to the end of it? Oh.
Well, Harsh, John and Roger have all gone 100.
But there we are.
I think it's pretty high.
Well, you've got to be in the 60s then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
62? 8.
68? 68. Now, what about you,
Higher.
David and Sue? Remember, this is,
more like 80.
married women in their 40s, but you must have seen this going on. You're not qualified, but you must have seen it going on. It always makes me laugh. They always sit back and
A
go...
little bit, just a tiny bit lower.
A bit lower.
A tiny bit lower than 68. All right, the actual number whose husbands were still telling the same jokes is...
38?
38. You were right. It is lower. The rest were still married to the same joke. OK, so once again, David and Sue, it's up to you, and your base card is a... Oh, lower than that. Lower than a queen. A two. Higher than a two, you say. A 7, bit in the middle. Freeze. You're going to freeze and protect your cards, and I think that's very, very wise.
What on earth are those dolly dealers wearing?
There is a tennis racket embossed on it.
Oh, OK, right, so it's tennis gear.
That's why I was going about tennis.
Richard says these answers are strange. These answers remind me of the dingo dollar question, right? Where you'd go and do a fucking stunt, and then everyone in the village, where the campsite, had to answer a question. And the questions were always, the results were always insane to the point where we were thinking, oh, they just made this up. Defies all logic. I think it's written by the same people as did these.
And it's David and Sue to answer the next question. Here we go. We asked 100 vicars.
Oh!
Is it a sin for people to fiddle their income tax?
Yes.
How many vicars said
100.
yes, it was a sin for people to fiddle their income tax? Now, what do you think about this, David and Sue?
No.
Sorry, David and Sue. Sorry, I was looking at you. David and Sue. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, because they're going to think that's a sin, aren't they?
No, if they're human, they won't.
Yeah, they will. It's going to be high. It's got to be high, that one.
I think so.
You think it's a high one?
77.
Go on.
77.
Go on, then.
77.
You think 77, David? You've said your piece now. How about John and Janet?
He does look like Paul, and you know he does. You know he does. I won't send him the picture, but you know it.
How dare you?
It is a sin, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, you
Is
know,
it a sin?
how many vicars said yes, it was a sin for people to fiddle their income tax?
Yes, lower.
Lower.
Yeah, lower.
You think lower? All right, then.
Lower.
The actual number who said tax fiddling was a sin is 96. Yes, well, you see, vicars can't fiddle, you see. No, it's pray as you earn. Pray as you earn.
We got it, Brucey. We heard it, mate. We heard it.
So once again, it is you, David and Sue, I think, in the driving seat. Now, the
Change
7,
it.
you can change it. Change the 7. 2, a 3, a 4, higher than a 3, you say a 9.
Lower.
It's a bit in the middle.
Lower.
But this is for the game and for the match. Freeze. You're going to freeze.
You absolute...
You're going to freeze again.
And we're going to freeze there. You absolute Charlies. On that bombshell.
Very cautious, you see. Very cautious.
Very, very cautious. On that bombshell, I'm off to bed because I've got to be up at 5:30. But I'm going to set my hive heating to go on at 5. It was lovely hearing that reminiscent old...
It was like the before times.
Oh, I woke up swallowing sick again last night. I get that quite a lot. And it's the sick is going down, so then your mouth tastes sick, but then your throat burns like you've been...
Reflux.
Like you've had a Nurofen stuck there for... You know, when Nurofens get stuck there and it burns.
Yeah, that sounds like reflux.
And it means... reflux. It means I have to go up. I always lie there going, I can get rid of this burning, and then you have to go up and have a drink.
Ooh.
What is it? Is acid reflux? That means I did Google it once, and it did suggest you might have some form of esophageal cancer.
No, but I would go maybe have a word with your doctor about it.
I'm still waiting to find out when I'm going to get a brain scan after they found a lesion on my brain. Done there. 5. Start time, 5 o'clock, please.
Oh.
Stop time, 5:30, please. There we go. Save.
Flux.
We go to here. No, we don't. We go to. I can never bloody remember how you do it. You go there, and then you press schedule. Boom. We're in. On that bombshell, guys, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to have you here this evening. Hopefully we'll see some of you on Friday. I know it's the football game.
Yes.
Just as we start. So I'm expecting small numbers. So we'll do something a little bit different. We're going to play some BBC and some Specky games if you want something a little bit different from the football. Oh, there's a great football game on the BBC called Match Day. Let's have a game of Match Day.
All right.
Who are England playing on Friday? I've got no idea, but we will. Here's what we're going to do. We will recreate the England football game. Is it the USA? Is it? We will recreate that game on this show playing Match Day, which is flipping brilliant. It may only be one player. I'm not sure.
What fun. Iain,
fun.
I wish you a day without getting done tomorrow, and I wish the same for myself.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock if you want to join me for that. Otherwise, we'll see you on Friday at 7 p.m. Good night.